on speaker. Real one, conference table with a feeder. After would you let me test your beta? Under candlelight dinner, can I reserve you? Let me know, temptation really killing me. Don't wanna chase some more, think I'm not chasing no more. I just want your body on.
Tell the truth.
Information is power.
How's everybody doing out there? I want to thank everybody who has come over to the show tonight. This is the first time I went live with this particular channel. I have another channel called Information Man Show, and I'm going to show you my channel and the growth that I have on my first channel with implementing the things that I'm trying to do on this channel as a channel to put out information that can inform people how to best build their channels, develop growth, develop an audience, how to best present yourself and your content, because you need to look at your content as a brand. So I am here again on these YouTube streets, and I welcome everyone again here. Thank you. This is the Info Media Live, and I thank you all here. I'm going to talk about something that's a very sensitive issue. It's not going to be easy what I'm going to say to you all. I did a video on this channel about why growth streams don't necessarily grow your channel, and this is sort of a part 2, but I have some good news with this as a way to work through this process. So in one of my videos where I said, it's on my channel, where I say growth streams do not grow your channel, because a lot of times you're either a part of a community where you really don't know most of the people that well. Some people you may know well, some that you don't. And the host of the channel, and no blame to the host of these channels that do this, they simply are trying to help people to get subscribers, right? And they will say, hey, drop a link, help this person out, make it count, and what have you. Drop their link. You all go over there and show that person love. We'll use the word love. We'll say, go over there and say, stay connected. We'll go over there and we'll say, hey, I'm a new friend here. And what these are, ladies and gentlemen, and I think everybody that's in the chat room, I'm going to, near the end of my presentation, I'm going to stop and say hi to everybody and have a little time for some Q&A for those who might have questions and what have you. And just so you know, because people may think that I'm just talking here, just so you know, I've been doing YouTube for some time. I have several other channels, and my most successful channel right now, which is still growing, is my political, social, and cultural channel. And I'm going to put this on the screen for you right now, let you see that. That's Information Man Show. That's my first channel. I've been grinding on that channel for a number of years. I'm also a podcaster as well. You can find my podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart Radio Podcast. So what I've done is that I've repurposed some of my content from this channel, and I'm going to be repurposing content from this channel into my podcast, which is connected to this channel as well, where I'll be uploading. And I think it's very important for you to think about how you can repurpose your content on various other platforms. I'll do a video about that very soon. But on this channel, I've got about 13,000 subs and about 100 and counting. Right now, I got this growth just in the last couple of weeks. I got about 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Okay. On my first channel, Information Man Show. And as I've been saying quite a bit, and I want to come back over here, and I'm not flossing or anything. The reason why I'm showing this, I'm trying to give you an example of where I'm coming from. I've been saying on this channel that YouTube is not necessarily a sprint, but that it is mostly a marathon. As you see this brother right here, he's jogging, running, whatever you want to call it. And we have to understand that it is not, YouTube is a marathon, which it may take you some years, it may take you some months. Everyone growth on YouTube is not the same. As you can see right here, this gentleman is looking at his analytics, and he's saying, you know, what in the hell is going on? Why am I? That was my TikTok logo from just not too long ago when I did a video on TikTok. But he's saying to himself, what's going on with my growth? Why is my channel not growing? What is happening? Are you looking at your analytics properly and understanding how your analytics work? Right now, you see in these analytics, everything's going down. So YouTube gives you analytics to show you how you can turn this all around. What I'm trying to say is YouTube is a grind. It is a different beast for many people that are on YouTube doing what they can do. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat room if you can hear me. That's a little trick, everybody. For those of you that are listening, that's a little bit of a trick when you tell the audience to hit a 1 in the chat room or say where you are in the country. That actually helps to grind the algorithms and get those algorithms grinding. Okay, everybody can hear me. So that's a little bit of a trick that content creators do. Well, they'll do a survey and they'll say, hey, folks, what do you think about this? Press a 1. What that does is that you want to get interaction between your audience and yourself as the host of the channel, of the show. Right? So you're interacting with the audience as well as you're trying to crank the algorithms up. What do I mean by that? Is that YouTube algorithms want to see activity. They want to see action, right? They want to see. So right now what's happening in the chat room is not spam, because people will be talking about things that are relevant to what's happening that the host is talking about. Now, what is spam is when you're making phrases. And I want to put this up here. You're making phrases and you're making repeated statements that can hurt your channel, because it could be seen as spam, right? So that's why sometimes as content creators, we'll tell people don't spam the chat room, don't repeat words over and over again, because the YouTube algorithms or AI will read that as spamming the chat room, and your channel may take a hit for that. Now, people have said this, and you don't want that happening. You want to stop spamming when you're on these YouTube streets, right? When you're trying to be successful and you're trying to do something that's going to bring about a certain level of your success. And that's why we all go to growth streams and we thank people. I want to give people a clap. We thank people. We thank them. We love them. We hug them for being willing to say, come over to my channel. Let's grow together. We've all heard this before. And you get all these subscribers, you get 20, 30, 50, what have you. You go to bed with a smile on your face, right? You're happy. You're smiling like this gentleman right here. And you're saying, you know what? This is the best thing ever. You're smiling. You've got that expression like, man, I got those subs. I'm getting that much closer to 1,000 subscribers. And then what happens is you wake up the next day after you feel all this exuberance of getting these subscribers, and you wake up the next day, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what pretty much happens to you right here. And we've all have felt that. Look at that. We're angry. We're not happy. We're saying, what in the hell is going on? Where's all the subscribers that I had? What happened to all the subscribers that I had? What's going on? You go to bed and you wake up the next day and you lost 20, 10, 5, you've lost all your damn subscribers, and you're saying, what's going on? You feel like you're in a rat race. You're on a wheel and you're not getting anywhere. And part of the reason is that, one, let's be honest, when you go to growth streams and you don't really necessarily know some of the people that are in the growth streams, some of them you know, some of them you don't know. And we know that everybody is trying to get the 4,000 hours that they need for watch time, as you can see right there, right? Everyone needs that watch time. And people will do whatever they got to do to get their watch time, to get their 1,000 subs, and what have you, right? People are going to do whatever they got to do necessarily, because they really don't care. They just got to get the subs, and they got to get the 4,000 watch time, and they need you, but they may need you for their own purpose, which is that purpose being that they want you to primarily subscribe to their channel. And sometimes people can be rude and unsubscribe from your channel. And you're saying, you know what? People are not being an honest broker. And just keep it real, everybody. On YouTube, people are not always honest brokers.
Tell the truth.
Okay, about what they're doing, what their point of views are, if they're really being honest and subscribing to your channel and they're going to watch your content. So a lot of times some people will unsubscribe from your channel. There are some people that will subscribe to your channel, but they're not watching your content because They subscribe to your channel mainly to get your subscribership, to get their monetization of their channel, and they didn't necessarily like your content or were interested. Excuse me. So they may not necessarily be interested in your content. So you're wondering why you're not getting the views that you should get. Okay. So that happens on the one hand, where people are not subscribing and watching the content. They're either not subscribing, they're unsubscribing. And then even if they subscribe, they're not watching the content in some cases, not in all cases. Right. But then, so then you begin to be in a place of, you're in a hard rock place, and you're saying, what is going on? And today I went over to a channel, and like I told you all, on these YouTube streets, I'm going to do research. I'm going to do the best I can to provide you information, because I'm digging in the garbage cans. I'm going all over YouTube to get information, to study, to research, to bring this information back to you so that you can benefit from this information. When you go out there and you're researching and trying to figure out what's going on these YouTube streets, this is what you need to arm yourself to be successful on YouTube as much as possible. And so what I want to do is I want to let you know about a lady that I was talking to today. She blessed me with a lot of support today with her channel. And I talked to her, and there's a formula. This is Deaconess Bless K YouTube channel. I want to give her a shout out. I subscribe to her on both my channels, and I'm going to subscribe to her with other channels as well. The reason why I'm featuring her particular channel, because we had a discussion today while she was going live, and I always thought that this was the true theory as to why you all are losing subscribers when you're in growth streams and you wake up the next day and those subscribers are gone. I have my own theories, but some of my theories that I had actually were true, and some of them are things that some of you already know as well. But today we talked about a formula, and she had a formula that she operates on her channel. And I know it's going to be difficult for you all that do growth streams to want to do this, because it's going to be a slower process. And I'll break this down to you. So I want to give her a shout out, because when talking to her, it reinforced what I already had kind of thought and was trying to work through my philosophy around this issue of why people lose subscribers, other than it being just people unsubscribing from your channel. So I'll give her a shout out again, because I want to give her some credit for inspiring this podcast, this broadcast tonight. And I want you all to pay attention to some of the things I'm going to say to you. So for example, you're in a community, as we all have joined communities, right? We're joining what we call our YouTube communities, and we're joining together with other people that are like-minded, because we all want to crush YouTube. We all want to be successful at YouTube, right? We all want to get monetization. We want to get AdSense. We want to get passive income. We want to be successful and blow our channels up within our particular niche. Okay. So you find a community, and in that community, they're promoting a growth stream, and you say, and I've done it, you go over and you say, wow, this is great. I'm going to go into the growth streams, and I'm going to grow my channel. And I said in my first video around this issue that this is why growth streams were not good, because people sometimes unsubscribe from you, or they don't even watch your videos. So I still am going to stand on the fact that there are people in growth streams that are still not going to really watch your video. That's a small percentage of them, and there's a good large number of them that are not going to watch. And you might do the same as well, vice versa. Okay. I'm still going to hold on to that to a certain extent. Just depends on the relationship that you have with the particular content creator, right? Who are rocking with you. Okay. But this is what I think is the mistake that's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's really think about it. when you go to a community where there's a growth stream, and thank the people who do the growth stream because they're trying to help you. One of the problems that's happening is that you're getting what we would call rapid subscribers. Subscribers are coming in at a very rapid. That's number one of the 4 reasons. That's number one. You're getting subscribers very rapidly. Now you may say, well, wait a minute. What about people who get heavy growth on YouTube? Yeah. Like I told you, I got 1,000 subscribers. I've gotten a large growth on my first channel. I'll put this up here like that. I've gotten a number of subscribers on my first channel, but guess what? When I said that YouTube is a marathon, it took me some time just to get to this 13.100 and counting subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. It took me a while. The reason why is because my channel, The Information Man Show, and look at your channel the same way if you have another channel, is that this is a niche channel that I have here. This channel is a channel that deals with cultural, social, political, racial issues, and a large number of my audience on this channel are of African American ancestry. It doesn't mean that other people can't watch this channel. It's just that my particular population that I've niched this channel to is not a broad audience that I've niched it to. So therefore, when you do YouTube channels, you have to think about, do you want to create a channel that gets you a more broader audience, or you just want to focus on just your culture, just your particular audience, right? And so the reason why I'm saying this is because the reason why this channel is where it is today is because I've been really hitting the YouTube streets hard, growing this channel organically. People find me because I'm getting very good views on this channel. Let me show you something real quick. This will go into what I'm talking about. So these are some of the views that I've got on this channel. 1.5K, 4.3K, 1.4K yesterday when I broadcast this particular, and they'll go to three channels that I have here. That one was 1.9K, 1.5K, 1.6K. Here are my heavier ones, 8.8K, 8.3K. This one was my highest grossing video when I first started out using on YouTube and actually start understanding how YouTube works. I got 65,000 views on this video. Okay. 1.6K, that's 1K, 1.1K. And as I go down, 1.3K, 1.9K, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And in some of my earlier videos, I got very heavy views and traction. And as you can see, I have all my videos labeled in a certain way. But these are just a few of my videos. I have a whole bunch more where I've got stuff that's gone 9K, 10K, what have you, right? So I just wanted to show you this. I'm not trying to floss or anything like this, but for anybody that's wondering, well, you got a small channel over here, so your techniques are not working. I'm saying it again. I'm going to say it again. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Some people can get fast growth. Some people will get slower growth, but you get growth based on whoever is interested in your content. On this channel, because I'm getting broader, this channel speaks to a broader audience, not just a niche audience. Everybody in the world, no matter race, sex, creed you are, wants to have information on how to better their channel. So this channel right now could have the potential to have more growth long term. So what I'm showing you is that this channel is small. Your channel may be small today, but you in the audience who are content creators, you can grow your channel to big, large numbers with time. You just have to be patient. Now, the reason why I put up the rapid subscribers, because I did get subscribers on that channel, but this is the thing. When people subscribe to me on that channel, they did not leave me messages right away saying, I'm a new friend here. Can you please subscribe back to me? Can you make it stick? These are phrases that are not good on YouTube. I'm finding this out. These are phrases that do not work for YouTube. They just simply subscribe to my channel, and then they may come back when I have a video and they give me a legitimate comment on the video. And so when you get a legitimate comment, YouTube does not take subscribers away from you as if they are spam. I just want you all to know that. So all those subscribers I have on the first channel have not been taken away from me because people just subscribed and did not take anything away, because they did not leave statements like, let's stay as friends, let's stick as friends. And what they did is they subscribed to the channel and came back and maybe commented on my channel maybe 2 days, maybe 48 hours. What I'm going to tell you is that the 48-hour rule is what you want here. 48-hour rule. It's going to be difficult for folks. So you subscribe to that person's channel and you do not leave a comment. Everyone's been saying leave comments. Don't do that. What happens when you do that? That's my daughter, everybody. If y'all wondering, she walked into the room. That's why I was kind of pausing a few times. The problem with rapid subscribers is that YouTube is seeing it as if it's spam, because they rapidly subscribe to you. And then what happens after that is that you begin to go back to their channel and rapidly subscribe to them. So number two, you repeat comments and phrases. Don't use these phrases like, I'm a new friend here. If you leave that on everybody's videos, I'm a new friend, I'm new here, stay connected, YouTube will see you as what? We all know this. We'll see you as spam. So you don't want repeated phrases. Another thing you do not want to do is number three, you're rapidly subscribing back to people within a short period of time. So when you're in a growth stream and there's tons of people, they're subscribing to you, you're getting back to them real quick so that you can go back into that growth stream to get more people. YouTube is seeing all this rapidness and they're it makes you look like spam again. You rapidly subscribing back to people within a short period of time. What you really want to do within the 48-hour formula is that we got to work on the merit system. What is that? Just be honest. Go to their channel, subscribe, then wait a few days. So for example, let me see who we have in the chat room. Technically, if I was going to subscribe to Empress Queen's channel, House of X Entertainment, let's say I just met them, I would subscribe to their channel and I would not come back and leave them. If I subscribe to today is Monday, so I would leave a comment on Wednesday. I would not leave them a comment Monday, today, or Tuesday. I would go back to their channel and leave them a comment on Wednesday and leave a comment that is not spam comment, a comment about their video in more detail. Now YouTube will not see you as spam. I know this is facts. You know why? Because the people on my first channel that I have asked to come over to my channel and subscribe to Info Media Live, most of my subscribers that have come over a little bit at a time, because I did say to them that it's a content channel and some of them may not be interested in a content channel like this. Most of them who came over and subscribed, I looked into my analytics of YouTube and YouTube did not unsubscribe for them because they did not leave me a message. They know me, they trust me from the other channel, and they simply came over and subscribed to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. And then YouTube did not take them away as spam. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to let a few days go by and then leave a message for them. Just subscribe as if you're an anonymous person. Therefore, YouTube doesn't see you as spam. The same thing with you. You don't want to go running over to their channel right away, subscribing and leaving a message, because they're going to see it as this is what YouTube is going to see it as. They're going to see it as a sub for sub. So when you're getting rapid subscribership and you're running back to subscribe to their channel and leaving these comments like, oh, thank you, let's be friends, YouTube is seeing it as a sub for sub. Therefore, they're seeing it as spam. So most of the people that subscribe to me on my bigger channel, I don't run back to their channel and write anything yet, because some of them, for the most part, this is why I know this is working. A lot of people that subscribe to me, some of them are not content creators. So sometimes I can't even write anything back to them anyway. And as a result of that, I don't lose them when I wake up the next day. Like I told you, I got an extra 1,000 subscribers within the last few weeks or so that got me up to the 13,000 subs. And when I woke up the next day, the 13,000 subs were not gone because the people simply subscribed and that was it. They were honest. They came back and gave me a comment on legitimate content that I just produced. And they talked about the comment. They never made phrases like, I'm a new friend here. Why don't you come back and subscribe to my channel? Why don't you come over and connect with me? Stop those phrases. Get away from these highfalutin phrases. I'm going to say it again. Stay away from these highfalutin phrases, repeated phrases and comments. Make your comments organic, not this rapid comments. And when the YouTube sees these rapid comments, you commenting back to people very quickly, they see you as spam. And that's why when you wake up the next day, you're going to feel like this guy right here. I'm going to play a little bit of music just for a moment. I just have to step away for just one moment.
Don't wanna chase some no more. Think I'm done chasing no more. I just want your body on the floor. Arch your lower back, yeah, real so sad. Don't wanna chase some no more. Think I'm done chasing no more. I just want your body on the floor. Arch your lower back, yeah, real so sad. How you fit in those jeans? I don't even know. You got me so intrigued. Been a friend of mine. Genuine body. See you do Pilates. Surf off to Kauai, baby, come here. Surf off, keep it going. You so goddamn fine. Never seen your type in my whole life. Nah, how am I supposed to go on and survive? Without the one who made me feel so right. Just feel so light. Need to talk to your maker. God took a time on you, that's real love. Everywhere that you go, need a paper. Boss up on these niggas, gon' speak up. Real one, conference table with a feeder. Alpha, would you let me test your beta? Under candlelight dinner, can I reserve you? Let me know, temptation really killing me. Don't wanna chase some no more. Think I'm done chasing no more. I just want your body on the floor. Arch your lower back, yeah, real so sad. I don't wanna chase some no more. Think I'm done chasing no more. I just want your body on the floor. Arch your lower back, yeah, real so sad. How you fit in those jeans? I don't even know. You got me so intrigued. Been a friend of mine. Genuine body. See you do Pilates. Surf off to Kauai, baby, come here. Surf off, keep it going. You the one I wanted from the jump.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
When it got tense, those times were not fun. Then I realized that you weren't the one. You weren't the one. Must have had us so tight. You stay tangled up on my mind. Sweet call sign into Vexes. Singing all up on my line. I'm good, love. Hold on, you wild. I was blown away by how you play. And I
All right, everybody, I had to just deal with a family matter that moment, but everything is okay. I want to get back to where I was at. I'm sorry for the short little intermission. Didn't mean to disrupt the stream here, but I hope everybody is understanding what I'm saying right now. Please put a 1 in the chat room if you can still hear me, if some of what I'm saying is making any sense to you. And so what I'm asking content creators out there and everybody in the chat room, I thank you for being here. I'm going to shout people out. I see we got Vernon Junk Closet. We got Empress Queen. We got Natural. We've got the Queen. We've got Lord Texas Boy Gaming is in the house. Thank you all here. And give you a clap. Thank you for, sorry for the interruption in the broadcast. We got 907. Oh, 907 is in the house. What's going on? We got Point Blank Travels in the house, and we got me here, and I'm just happy. We got DODs in the house too. Wow. We got the Educated Natural. We got Be the Difference Clothing. Now, there's a few people in there that I got to mod up. So wait a minute now. There's some folks over here that I got to mod up because I see we've got talking with Troy. Check this brother's channel out. Talking with Troy. This brother right here is a great content creator. I love his setup. He's got a great setup. You definitely want to check him out. His setup is incredible. Great setup here. Like what the brother's doing. We got Peggy Roster in the house. Everybody can hear me. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption there. We got Frank G. Short in the house. We got me. We got DOD. And DOD. Some of these folks are folks from my other channel that are mods. We got Burns in the house here. I'm gonna give you a mod up. And we got some great folks over here. So once again, I'm not expecting everyone to do what I'm saying that they should do, but I think what I'm telling you is that this is the reason why when you're in growth streams, why you're losing subscribers. Again, YouTube sees it as a sub for sub. Whenever you get rapid subscribers, on most channels, when they get big growth, the YouTube algorithm doesn't see the YouTube host of that channel going back to those people who subscribe to them and rapidly subscribing back to them in one day. Boom, 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 boom. So you get 20 people that subscribe to you and you go back to those 20 people's channels and you subscribe back to them and you keep saying the same similar phrases. Now YouTube sees it as a sub for sub. That is straight from YouTube, San Bruno, California. I can literally drive there. You will be seen as spam, and that's why when you wake up the next day, you have a sad face like this brother here again. That's why you get frustrated like him, like what the hell's going on here? Where is my subs? What's going on here? That is what's happening. So the best way to minimize this is if I was subscribing, for example, to Vern's Junk Closet, and I met her in a growth stream, I would just simply subscribe to her and maybe not leave any message yet. And maybe if she subscribed to me and don't leave a message until 48-hour period. Or if she subscribes to me and she leaves me a message in 48 hours, meaning 2 days after, and then I see that then I go back to her channel. You see how this works? And I subscribe to her. And if I'm planning to leave a comment, don't leave any comment until you let a period of time pass, which is the 48-hour rule here. Don't go back and leave a comment after she left you a comment right away, because once again, YouTube will see you as spam. I'm saying this when it comes to growth streams, where there's activity that's popping up all over the place, rapid activity between you and other people. YouTube sees that as spam and as a sub for sub. They have rules against sub for sub. That's why you don't do that. It's going to take discipline for content creators to run their growth streams like this. I believe that you should do it on the merit system. You should simply say to people, this is just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. This is just my philosophy about it. I think that you should simply tell people when you run a growth stream that here we have content creators, go subscribe to such and such. If you like their content, then make your subscribership stick. If you like their content, then subscribe. Only, this is just my opinion, and people are not going to like this, but it's the truth. Because I know people just want everybody to subscribe to them. But this is just the truth. I think people should only subscribe to channels in which you know you're going to watch the content because you like their content. Because if you subscribe to channels and you don't like their content, but you're just subscribing because you need their numbers, you're not going to watch their content. So when they do get monetized, they're really not going to earn any money from AdSense. They're not really going to earn any money. Their channel's not really going to grow with views because you're not watching their videos, because you never really originally liked or dig their channel. This is why organic growth on YouTube is the best growth. The organic growth is the best growth to have on YouTube, because YouTube will not see those subscribers as spam. Just people subscribing to your channel because they do find value. That's the key here, value in your content. Therefore, because they find value in your content, and thank you all for being here. I really appreciate everybody. I'm going to stop for questions and answers. I might even put a link in the chat room if anyone wants to come up and talk to me. They're subscribing to you and their subscribership sticks because they see value in your content for them. YouTube is not about you as you may think it is as the host. It's about what the audience wants. That's something that we're going to have to realize very how can I say this? This is a tough video for me to do, because this is not what people want to hear. But the reality is that YouTube is about the audience satisfaction. You see there? It's about audience satisfaction. It's about making people smile like he's smiling, making people laugh like this brother is laughing here. That's really what YouTube is about. It's about whether you can create the right type of content that catches people's attention, that gravitates their interest, which is why it's always important to do keyword search to understand what people are looking for in your niche. This is why it is important for you to look at other YouTubers that have bigger channels in your niche. Watch what they're doing in your niche. Watch the titles that they're using, because you can actually do similar videos with your own style to be able to gravitate the attention of people as you begin to learn how YouTube works, learning how to edit your videos, learning how to use editing software from your phone or buying editing software for your desktop. Understanding that it is about customer, I would say, yes, customer satisfaction, tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
It's about what the audience wants.
Tell the truth.
Not necessarily what you think they want, but what they want. That's what you need to be doing on these YouTube streets.
Tell the truth.
So I would say to people who are going to do growth streams is that you're going to have to be honest with the audience and tell people to be honest about the merits of them subscribing. If they subscribe and they want, I would rather, let me just be honest with you all. I would rather have less people subscribe to me. I would rather have less people subscribe to me if it means that I'm getting people who are subscribing to me who are actually going to watch the content, make comments, hit the likes. And even if they can't watch all of my content and your content, that at least they take the time to watch a video for 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, maybe at the very max, and at least give you a like. I'm talking about you in the chat room who are content creators. It's not about me. It's about all of us, but it's about you, really. That's why I'm doing this video. So I'm going to say to you again, if you tell people to subscribe, tell them to be honest about their subscribership and subscribe to people that they know that they're going to watch their content. Because I'm telling you right now, even if you get a whole bunch of subscribers, what to get monetized on YouTube, because you think you're going to make a lot of money, what difference does it make if you're not making those impressions on your video to get those CPMs to make the money on YouTube, because you're not getting the views because the people that subscribe to you are not watching your videos. I'm going to use this again as an example. Let me take that off. I got that organic up there. I put that up there for a reason, to drive home my my point here. Excuse me, everybody. I'm not trying to floss here, but the reason why, for those of you that are wondering, you can have the same success with a channel. You can grow your channel to 13,000 and further. This channel right here, I'm going to try to grow even past this. I'm just getting started, ladies and gentlemen, and you're just getting started. You can grow your channel to leaps and bounds, but you have to believe in yourself. Anything that you can believe, you can achieve. But you have to understand that it takes development, time, and working on your craft, improving your thumbnails for those first impressions, your titles. Put tags in your videos. If you're not using tags, you're doing everything wrong. But tags are not as important as we once thought they were. But you still should do all best practices. I'm going to say this again, even if y'all get tired of me saying this. If you make a YouTube video, just put a description about what your YouTube video is about. Right here, you can clearly tell on this right here that YouTube wants you to do this. Look at this. You see that? A description is being written in there right now. It is a fundamental importance that you describe what the video is about, then take your title of your video and put it in the beginning of your description, because that helps the algorithms to understand who to serve your video to. It's metadata. You need that. You need to put a proper description in your about section of your channel as well if you have not done that. This is called, in a sense, optimizing the video. These are all the things you can do to get organic subscribership. I have not lost the subscribers on my first channel because I've gotten those subscribers organically, and there were people who simply were interested in the content. That's really what you want on YouTube, even though we strive to get subscribers, as I'm doing on this channel here. Even though we love to be a part of a YouTube community, right? We love to go to a place in a YouTube community where people are saying, hey, we're going to help you out. We're going to help you grow your channel. You're going to get 1,000 subs. This is the way to go over here. And that's fantastic. I clap to that. I clap to people on YouTube who are honestly trying to help people. That is literally the best thing you can do for people on these YouTube streets. But I wish that everybody could hear, and I hope you share this video out, because this is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. You have a YouTube community. I'm going to summarize everything again. You have growth streams in which we all have participated in, including me. But because it's a growth stream, you're getting rapid subscribers. Out of those rapid subscribers, you're getting repeated comments and phrases that are all similar to each other, which is being looked at as spam potentially by YouTube. 3, you are rapidly subscribing back to people within a short period of time coming out of this growth stream, which makes it look like it's sub for sub, because that's not naturally what content creators do when their channels grow organically, because YouTube is serving your videos in the YouTube algorithms, hoping to find people that would like your video, and that your quality of your video and your presentation is professional and is appropriate for what they're looking for. That's how YouTube wants your channel to grow. When you grow your channel like that, your subs do not get taken away from you. On my first channel, which is why I showed that, I earned those subs organically because I went live with content that people were interested in, and I had droves of people that came in and they subscribed to my channel, and I haven't lost one of them because I checked my analytics. I checked my numbers. Every now and then, YouTube will do what they call a purge, where they'll do a complete forensic look at your numbers, and they will purge people from you who are spam, because there are spam subs that are not real. That does happen. And quite honestly, there are people that do sub from your channel because they got your subscribership and they figure you're not going to know who subscribed from you. I actually wish that YouTube, it would get a lot of people in trouble. I actually wish that there was a way to know who unsubscribed from you so that you could go back to their channel and unsubscribe from them. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And shame the devil. And I know people are going to say, wow, that's kind of harsh, Info. No, it's the truth. If you're going to play that game, then I can play that. We can play that game too. It would be nice because it would equalize everything. And when you do this rapid back and forth subbing so quickly, which is why you really should give it a rest period before you go back and start rapidly subscribing to everybody or rapidly leaving comments. Because I think it's the comments that people are leaving that is really at hand here. The back and forth comments tells the algorithms that, oh, this is a sub for sub because these two people are going back and forth rapidly, sending everybody these same messages. So you are seen as a sub for sub. I'm just refreshing. And you are seen, because you are seen as sub for sub, you are spam and YouTube algorithms will remove it. My argument, or not an argument, but my philosophy and proposal, which the Deaconess Bless K today, when talking to her, our philosophy is that you really should wait a 48-hour period before you go over and start leaving messages after you have subscribed to their channel. Another thing I've been saying, and I think people should do this when you do growth streams. Let me take this off the board here. For those of you that are still hanging in the chat room here, I'm going to do Q&A in just a moment. And I've got this on the screen. I'm sorry all this time I thought that you could see me on the screen. I still had my screen up with my first channel. I apologize for that. So let me go back in here. As I was saying before, you have the description. This is what I was trying to show you, but you didn't get a chance to see this. The description. YouTube wants you to write a description in your video. So it's very important that you do this so that you don't get this frustration. You want people to smile and enjoy the content like that gentleman there. You don't want to be like this individual right here, frustrated, right? Checking your, right again, you don't want to be like him saying, what's going on? You want to put smile. You want to be like this. You want to have a big fat smile on your face. You want to be, wow, I'm creating something good here. People are subscribing because organically they like what I'm doing, right? That's what you want to do. You want to make people laugh again like that. I'm just running through a few things because I thought that you could see these images and I didn't. I just realized now that I still had my other screen up. Sorry about that. But you all heard what I said. The information is what is most important here. So I hope everybody has understanding where I'm coming from. I would say subscribe to people's channels, go back after a 48-hour period or 2-day period and then leave them a message. And then when they leave them, when you leave them a message, then they should go back to your channel and leave you a message back after a 48-hour period. That way it does not look like you are spam and they are spam. This is one of the reasons why people, what's going on, Tuver Chat Connect? What's going on? Let me give you. And Tuver Chat, you've been supportive of my channel. I'm going to mod you up. And Be the Difference Clothing, you should have been modded up. I don't know what's going on here. But where's Tuver Chat? I think I saw him in there. And I'm going to mod Tuver Chat up because he's been very supportive of the channel. He's got I think he's got a Reddit Tuver Chat page and he lets me put my stuff on there. He has a Facebook Tuber chat page, and he's let me put stuff on there. And everybody in the chat room, Tuber chat, I think, is doing things the right way on his channel when it comes to the growth streams. He's simply showing you people's channels on the screen and giving you a description. And then he's telling you to go over and subscribe to them. He's not telling you he's not dropping a lot of links in the chat room, and he's just basically introducing people to you and leaving it to your will to go over and subscribe to them if you please. I think that's the way you should do it. You present people's channels, you tell people what their channel is about, and let people in your audience, Tuber chat, let the people in the audience make the choice. It's like shopping. It's like going, that's the way he does his channel. It's like you're going to a supermarket and you're shopping. When you go out to buy food, you're only going to buy what you feel is the taste of what your palate wants. I think that's kind of how his channel is. He gives you this shopping list of great content creators. And he says, this is what Info's doing. This is what this person is doing. This is what Bella Brown is doing. You know, Brown Bella is doing. This is what Point Blank Travel is doing. This is what Vernon Junk Closet is doing. This is what Steve Gilmore YouTube channel is doing. This is what Purple Paisley is doing. This is what Frank G Shorts is doing. This is what Truth Hurts is doing. This is what Angelica is doing. And then you just go over there and say, okay, what they're doing is what I'm interested in. I go over and subscribe. That's organic. To me, that's a true organic growth stream. But when you tell people, go ahead and do it, they should go over and select your channel because they really, truly want to watch your videos. And I'm sorry, everybody out there who does growth streams. This is a hard pill for people to swallow, but it is the truth. And those of you who do growth streams, I'm telling you, people are going to be hurt because people are looking to get rapid numbers. And if people only subscribe to you because they like what you're doing, some people are going to be a little sad because they're still trying to get. But the reality is, wouldn't you rather have people subscribe to your channel simply because they like your content and the quality of your content and they're getting value from your content? Because that's a person that will be a loyal promoter and a loyal follower. Or no, I don't like that word, following. I hate that word. That's a person that will be a great supporter of your channel and tell other people about your channel. And that gets you organic growth because you want word of mouth as well. I would rather have people that are rocking with my content than people that are not, because all you got is a lot of heavy inventory. So yeah, you got 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, but you're only getting a certain amount of people that are watching your videos. That means those are the people that really rock with you. This channel right now, ladies and gentlemen, is getting what it should get. I got about 500 subscribers now. My views are sort of reflecting of what I've got, and maybe it will grow. I had a guy leave me a message and say, hey, well, you're giving all these great tips, but your channel doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. It doesn't have 1,000 views yet. And I said to him, sir, go look at my first channel and look at my numbers. I said, this is a brand new channel. This is for all of you. All of you look at your channels this way. This is a brand new channel. It takes time to grow the views. Remember, I'm doing niche content here. I'm competing with the Roberto Blakes of the world, Think Media, live streaming pros. I'm competing with people like Nick Nimmons, Brian G. Johnson. I'm competing with big dogs in this particular niche that I'm doing. So I'm not going to be able to just, because people are following those brands already. I'm trying to build a brand over here. That's what I'm trying to tell you all in the chat room. Build a brand. So I don't expect to get the views that they're getting even with me employing these. And they talk about the same things that I'm talking about too. But they've been doing it longer than me, so they've built up trust with their audience. So I have to build up trust with the audience that I'm building and that you're building on your channel too. That's the truth.
Tell the truth.
That's why on the other channel, I've been able to build that channel up so far, and you could do the same thing. You in the chat room, you listening. I believe that this particular formula that I have spoken on tonight is the key to people. Once again, it's a formula. I believe this is the formula that is the key to people having growth streams where you get a lot of subscribers and those subscribers don't get taken away from you by YouTube as spam or sub for sub. I believe if everybody was to employ this particular formula, that you see the brother was there researching the formula that I speak of, and he's mixing the formula that I speak of. If you were to do this, you might wake up the next day with a big, I would say, you would wake up the next day with people following your channel who generally like your content, like what you see right here. And I believe that you would genuinely get people smiling like this young lady right here with a beautiful smile on her face. Look at that, smiling because she's enjoying the content and being hyped up like this person right here. Look at the smile on the face. Look at the excitement that he's going to embrace in a moment here. There it goes. It's about to happen. And there it happens. And oh, see, he's loving the content, right? Because you're working hard on the content. You are getting people enthusiastic. You see? And as summary, once again, YouTube is not a sprint. YouTube is a marathon. So I hope that my presentation made sense tonight. What I'll do is I'll drop a link if anyone wants to come up and talk for a little Q&A. I will take messages in the chat room before I end this stream. It won't be a long Q&A, but I will take messages in the chat room. We have talk with Tori. I hope I'm saying the name right, brother. And this brother right here, let me say something right here. Everybody in this here, and this is what you should be doing. I say this all the time. I think that people should write, and when you go to growth streams, this is another thing you can do in these growth streams. If you follow this philosophy, you should take, if you are using your desktop or you're at home with your handheld, you should snapshot either the chat room or you should take a paper and pencil, write people's names down, and wait until they're gonna comment to your channel after the 48 hours are up. Now you recognize them because you got them written down on paper. You go back to their channel, you do the same. Now you can avoid some of the mess. What's going on, JT Coins Rings? I hope some of you that have come over tonight have subscribed to this channel, but this brother right here, Talk with Tori, I need y'all to subscribe to his channel. I need people in this chat room right now to write people's names down. Laureate Tech Time, thank you for coming over. Welcome to this program. Welcome to this channel. I need people to write people's names down. Let's test this formula right now. Write people's names down that you may not be subscribed to in this chat room. Write it down on paper. I want you to simply go to their channel, subscribe. Don't leave a message. Y'all may be saying, y'all probably saying, hey, Info, you're kooky, man. What do you mean don't leave a message? No. Hold your horses. No, listen to me. I see you, Chaos Rain. I'll bring you up in a minute, brother. Just hang on. Hold your horses. Go over to their channel. Subscribe. Don't leave a comment. Wait a 48-hour period or 2-day period. Then go back and leave a comment that is not a spam-like comment. Wait until it is a new video or live stream or whatever. Maybe you can even go into their live stream and say, hey, I subscribe to you. or just leave that comment and make it a comment about the video. Don't say connect. Don't say phrases like I'm a new friend here. I'm guilty. I've done this as well. I've got to stop it too. That's why the next day when you wake up, they're taken away from you. So everybody in this chat room, if you subscribe to Brother Talk with Tory, if you subscribe to his channel, don't leave him no messages until 48 hours. I know it sounds radical what I'm telling you, but it works. Or, you know what? Don't even leave a message yet. Just wait until he go live one day and go in the chat room and just write in the chat room. It's not just write in the chat room and say, "Hey, brother, I love your content. I'm glad to be here now. And I did subscribe to your channel." YouTube is not going to see that as spam because you're not asking for a subscribe back. You're not saying, "Hey, won't you subscribe back to me? Why don't you connect to me?" You won't have to say that because you already did that, and he already will know that by your presence. Let me bring up my man, Chaos Rain, and see what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. What's happening?
Yeah, man, this is some serious gems. I'm not sure if YouTube University does this effectively, personally, bro. I think I think you're more effective as a content creator so far. You've been doing this longer than anybody else, you know. And I project this YouTube channel you create. This will guarantee you 100 subscribers.
Yes, because
I say personally because you're straight to the point. You use the overlays when needed, and you're being brutally honest. You're not like this is not edits. It's live, straightforward, no chaser. So it brings more transparency, and we can really ask serious questions. Like if I ask you right now, and this is one of the questions that I'm not sure anybody ever asked this. If I subscribe, no matter of fact, does YouTube have a limit for me as a person to subscribe to anybody else's channels or just subscribe generally to YouTube? Is there a cap?
There is no cap. What it is that this is the problem with growth streams. Like I was saying before, if you start rapidly, let's say you subscribe to 20 people in a day. I've done this on growth streams. All of a sudden, YouTube's algorithms are noticing that you continue to keep going to all these channels rapidly, and you're writing, "I'm new here. Let's stay connected." And then you go run to another person's channel and say the same thing. And even if you try to change the wording up, but you're still sounding like spam. So YouTube is looking at you, Chaos Rain, and saying, "You know what? This dude is a spam. It's spam. Get rid of him." So now, like I said, you go to bid the next day, and now the people are angry because they think that you unsubscribed from them, or they're saying, "Where's all my subscribers that I got yesterday?" Well, you got purged. YouTube purged you because you kept giving off this, you kept subscribing unnaturally. If you look at most, Chaos Rain, you've been on YouTube for a long time too, brother. If you look at most people who get YouTube subs, they don't get a whole bunch of people talking about sub back to me, connect with me. They just get the damn subs, and the subs surprise you when they come into your chat room and they start saying, "Hey, I'm new to this. I'm here now. I subscribed to your channel a couple days ago, brother. I like what you're doing over here." I know it for a fact. And that's why I kept showing my other channel. I'm not trying to floss here, but Chaos Rain, I got about 1,000 subscribers over this month. And I haven't lost any of these subscribers because why? The people just simply subscribe. They didn't send me no goofy messages like you get from growth streams where they're talking about give me something back. They just freaking subscribe. And then when I look at their people that subscribe to me in my analytics, and I can tell that they have channels, right? So, brother, you know what ends up happening? I'll end up going back to their channel maybe after a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and I'll just subscribe. And then I might leave a message and say, hey, I like your channel. I subscribed. And then when I go back into my analytics, I haven't lost them. They haven't been purged from me, and I ain't purged from them. And then another thing we got to remember here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to bring other people up here, Chaos Rain. I'm going to let people know this too. YouTube will unsubscribe you from people's channels. That's why when you subscribe to people's channels and you go to your favorite YouTubers, you notice when you go to their channels, you'll be like, hey, I subscribed. Why is it that the red isn't like gray? Why is it that the bell isn't clicked? YouTube has got something broken in their system. So when you got favorite, I'm talking about your favorite subscribers, your favorite channels, go back to those channels periodically and click and make sure you are subscribed, because I have people that have told me several times, brother, let me come back over here. Several times at Info, I'm on my first channel, Info, I'm not getting your notifications because their notifications are broken. I'm telling y'all the blunt truth. YouTube's notifications are broken, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I bust my ass promoting what I'm doing by what I told you all to do. I use the
Twitter.
YouTube shorts. I use the YouTube stories, and I make an announcement, and I use Instagram to make an announcement to get my followers to come in organically that way, because I know that YouTube is going to screw up and not get my notifications to everybody that it should get to. You know what I'm saying? So Chaos Reign, brother, thank you for coming up, brother. I'm going to bring the next person up, okay?
I was going to ask one last question before you bring that.
Go right ahead.
Because I have issue, well, in regards to growth personally, and usually my show is a little bit iffy. Well, not iffy, but just enough that I didn't want to do like everybody else just to draw the attraction, because it has to be transparent but grow steadily, in my opinion. Because I do things like what everybody's doing that's having somewhat results, then I notice when I go back to my original thing, you know, when you watch live, the numbers will reflect it. You get me?
Okay.
So that's why it's very tricky. But I'll let you have the next person up. And hope that you
okay, brother. You take care of yourself. I appreciate you, Chaos Reign. And Chaos Reign, I'll be over there checking your content out. I know you send me links in the email. I'll be over there.
Yeah,
brother,
I mean, I'm glad I'm doing that now, because I always question people getting anything on this website, and it's proven, you just prove evident that you have to do these things. Right.
So, let me bring well, the hell with it. I'll just bring everybody up. Just stick around.
I'll mute myself. Don't worry.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for joining. We'll go with ladies first. Anything you would like to ask, or anything you're curious about? We're all learning together.
Yes. So, hi, Information Man. Hi, panelists, and hi to the chat. I have been on YouTube as a channel member for years.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
However, I've been a loyal YouTuber as far as a viewer.
Yes.
For over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say, not until I became a channel member have I heard anything about this. Subscribe to me, I subscribe to you. It seems like an underground world. And at first it was alluring, because I was like, oh, these are my people, you know, my group, my tribe, this is, you know, whatever. But there was an undercurrent that just didn't feel right with me. It didn't sit right. Something just didn't feel right. And so when you talk about organic growth and just organic period, when I was looking at YouTube, I followed channels organically. You know, I work in marketing, and we talk about how, as a consumer, we must tell social media what we want to see.
Yes.
And how you communicate to social media is by liking. Only like and comment on videos you want to see more of.
Yes.
So when I'm an avid traveler. When a travel channel comes and it's a location that I want to see, or I'm researching a location, YouTube, no matter how much I search, YouTube doesn't start showing me more of that content until I start liking and commenting on those videos.
Right. Exactly.
And then I'm flooded with all of the vlogs. Like, I'm going to Anguilla soon. And I was searching Anguilla. I couldn't come up with it. You know, it was bits and pieces, and it was the big channels coming up. But I want the vlogger who is vlogging with their cell phone, who doesn't have, I don't want the polished videos. I want to see the, you know, really want to see, I don't want anything sponsored or anything like that.
But see, let me just say this to you. The issue is that YouTube, the way it works, and that's why I made the statements that I said tonight, is that they are looking for customer satisfaction. So the more views you get, it's really the impressions.
Yes.
How long people stay on your video. And if you put another piece of content after that. So like, for example, when you see a lot of the big YouTubers, they will do a video about a particular subject, and they do what they call stacking of their content, where they give you something that follows up from the last piece of content that keep you focused in. And then when you do that and you're staying on the video, YouTube, remember, it's a business. They want to make money. So they're going to serve up videos that they feel is generating them money. And those videos don't get a lot of views. Unfortunately, what happens is, and that's why I made the statements I said tonight, this channel is going to grow slowly over time, because I just have to prove myself, because I'm competing with people that I actually look up to that give you great tips. But I already know that they have built and carved out their brand. I've got to do the same thing, and I can, because just in my first channel, there's people who do a lot of content like I do over there, but I've managed to kind of build something for myself over there. But everybody on this panel can do the same thing for themselves. It just takes time. And I said this in some of my videos, YouTube does not treat all YouTubers the same. If you believe that, I can sell you a bridge somewhere. They are more concerned about audience engagement. And when they see the engagement, they're going to push your video out. Now, if you look at your analytics, it will show you, even when you're not getting a lot of views, it'll show you that they are sending it to a lot of people. But they might not be clicking your video for a reason. It could be the thumbnail is not appealing. The topic is not what they're looking for. Maybe they clicked into it. They didn't like what they saw and they left off. That's just the reality. Right. And so that's why we're all trying to improve what we're doing here. But let me bring brother Talk with Tory. If I'm saying your name correct, brother.
Oh yeah, you're saying it correct.
I'm bad with names, and I felt like, man, I don't want to be disrespectful, but brother, I love your channel, your setup, everything you're doing over there, man. I'm gonna have to definitely promote you, on the bigger channel that I got or something, man. We got to get, man. You got a good thing going on over there,
man. I surely appreciate that, because and I know I don't really believe in coincidences. I believe everything has a purpose and a reason why. Because I was watching I was watching a lot of your content today, before you got on the show, before
thank you, brother.
Live
thank you.
And everything, man. I really dig your content and everything. So, man, I'm really learning a whole lot. I guess I'm somewhat new to the YouTube streets as well. My channel actually started off as like started off as a religious channel.
Yes.
I did like a lot of inspirational stuff in the beginning. But what I did was I wound up putting that on another channel, on my other channel. And I started to focus on this channel as like I'm also a brain fitness coach. That means I teach people to exercise their brains and stuff like that. People that's been like in injuries, that have had brain injuries or different things.
Man, I'm definitely gonna have to connect with you.
Yeah, so we use a lot of crossword puzzles and different things. But from what I have found that everybody, it has a wider audience with just not only just people that have brain injuries. It has a wider audience. Everybody loves crossword puzzles and everybody loves scramble and different things like that. So I incorporated that with the channel. And man, when I first did the trivia, everything started going pretty well. And it's only been like I would say a couple months that I've done the rebranding of the channel.
Well, can I say that I was in your chat room earlier today, but I was there for only a short time because I was preparing for this stream tonight. But when I look at your channel, your branding the image that you have of yourself, the logo, your branding is fantastic. You should definitely get a what do you call that, a copyright or whatever you call that, a trademark on your name. Your whole setup over there is fantastic, and you have the kind of channel where you're going to be able to attract a broad audience of people of all different races. Your channel has the potential to grow. Just keep doing what you're doing, because when I look at your lighting in the back, your whole look is like you're like it's professional. It's like completely a professional look to your channel.
Thanks.
So if you just keep doing what you're doing, and we got great people in the chat room over here that have come from my other channel that like this type of content. That's why I told people I want them to subscribe to your channel, because you have a very professional looking channel, very good content, and you were very inviting when I went over for the short time that I was there. But you will see me around your channel quite a bit. I'm going to sub to you or subscribe to you with my other channel as well. And you talked about doing therapy on the brain, and that's why I'll probably have to connect with you and bring you over to talk about that particular subject matter on the other channel, because that's what I do over there. We talk about all different issues. It's the other channel. I do more what they would call more political, social, polarizing content. So it's a little bit raw and in your face over there. This content is more relaxed, laid back, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I suggest everybody create a channel that could be a little bit more less, politics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can develop a different audience. So, and broaden yourself. We got a lot of great people in here. We got your favorite, everybody in that chat room, please write down people's numbers. We got Purple Paisley, your favorite couple. Tuber Chat is somebody that you definitely want to go over to his channel, because he does help people to grow their channels, but he does it in a way that fits into what I'm talking about tonight, where he just basically presents you on his screen, says what you do, sorry about that, and he gives people just to make their choice to go over to subscribe to you or what have you. We got all that fluff is in the house. Laura Tech Time is here. I think she's from your channel. Thank you for coming over. Let me give her a clap. Give everybody a clap. Everybody check out Tuber Chat. I'm telling you, he's got a Facebook page. He's got a Reddit page. Check out Tuber Chat. He really helps a lot of content creators. So if you haven't gotten him, you're losing out big time. That's why I modded him up over here, because he's been a big supporter of what I'm doing over here as well. We got Genesis Family Vlogs is here. Natural is here. We got Brother Wheezy is here. Put him on the screen here. What's going on, sir? He's got a great channel. Check his channel out. Everybody in that chat room should be checking each other out. Write each other's name down. And I'm just going to say this. I just think you should just go over, just act like you just found them by yourself, and I didn't tell you to subscribe to any of these folks here. And just subscribe to their channel. Come back after a couple of days and give them a comment. I bet you if you do that, and then they come back to your channel and do the same thing, I bet you when you wake up, you might not find people being disappeared from you in terms of YouTube purging them. Because obviously when people subscribe to you, they may unsubscribe for whatever their personal reasons are. But when you see 20 and 30 people unsubscribe from you, I'm putting the money on the fact that it's YouTube that's done this. Because it's always in increments of 20 and 10. Have you noticed that? Anybody on the panel, have you noticed that when you lose them, like from a growth stream, I'm talking about when you were in a growth stream, it's always 10 or 20 that you lose. It's always within that bracket. I find that very interesting.
Like the video, or after when the video is processed, you see the after effects say how many likes you really have. That's what we're talking about.
Well, what I'm saying to you is when you participate in a growth stream versus people just finding your channel organically, right? Mm-hmm. And you get like 20, let's say you leave a growth stream with 20 subs. It's happened to me. And you say, okay, on this channel, I'm moving forward. Or on your channel, you're moving forward. You go to sleep, you wake up, you have a sweet dreams, and you wake up the next day and you're like, wait a minute, I just lost 10 subscribers. I just lost 20. I went from having 550 to 520 or 510. And you say to yourself, wait a minute. That's because YouTube is purging what they think is spam. And they always do it in increments of 10 and 20. And then you know what YouTube also has done? And I noticed this, it's happened to me on my podcast channel. Sometimes you get a bunch of subscribers and YouTube wants to see if they are not spam, like they're real people. And you say, hey, I lost this number. But then all of a sudden you look at your numbers and next thing you know, you got them back.
I have a question, information man. So a question and a statement. What is now granted, I understand numbers are attractive. Who
Yes.
wouldn't want 100,000 subscribers? But it seems to me that people seem more concerned about a subscriber number than a viewership count. And when I was,
Excellent.
I had vidIQ. I was a part of their mentorship program. And when we would do our chats, it was all about viewership. It wasn't about subscribership.
Right.
So could you speak more on that?
Okay, I'll speak more on that. And let me make an announcement. We got these brothers right here have a sensational podcast, What We Know Podcast. Make sure y'all check them out as well. Great podcast. They've subscribed to all of my, check this out, folks. This is a trip. They subscribed to all of my channels and they gave me a comment a little bit down the line and they didn't get purged from any of my channels, folks. Don't get me wrong. There are people that do unsubscribe from your channel. That does happen. I'm sorry, sister. Your question again?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I saw them and I got excited to see them over here. I'm going to answer.
Okay.
I think I kind of know, but just give me a little refresher
the
here.
question was surrounding subscriber versus viewership.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Pop in the head now.
You know,
Okay.
the viewership putting you in the SEO versus subscribership,
Right.
things like that.
Okay.
Now
Now that I got my fog out of my brain working, let's get it working now. Okay.
That's why we
This is
have
the deal.
talk with Tony. He's giving us neuromuscular re-education.
Right.
So
I'm going to need him to
connect
re-educate my
our
brain. Now, this is the truth. This is the truth. And you've heard Nick Nimem say this, all of them. It doesn't really, you could start a channel off with 0 subscribers and get a video that goes viral. So it doesn't matter really. The only time it matters how many subscribers you have on YouTube is when you want to become a part of YouTube's partnership program to get monetized, right? That's when it matters to get the 1,000 subscribers and to get the 4,000 watch time, right?
Yeah.
But you got to ask yourself, I would rather have the views than just the numbers, because we see this all the time where people go to growth streams. They get a lot of people that subscribe to them, as I was saying earlier, and they're not watching your videos. And so you're saying to yourself, how can I have these many subscribers, but I'm not getting the views that I think I should be getting? And it's either because, go ahead, sister. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You made a good point in that YouTube made it more of a priority to get watch hours, making it 4,000 versus only 1,000 subscribers. So that in and of itself says a lot about how this thing really works.
They want views because you get watch time. I have a video on the channel about how using a formula for your watch time. If you do a combination of going live regularly, along with maybe a few uploads to supplement your content, you can get watch time. And if you got at least 300 to 500 people subscribe to you, somewhere in there, you want to get 100 views on videos. And if you do this consistently every week in moderation between the uploads and the live streams, which the live streams is the way to go. I noticed that if I go live and all of you go live, all of you get actually faster views and more views in a more rapid time than you did with the upload. So it tells me, and it should tell you all out there, that YouTube really wants you to go live. That's what because why? That's what people want. People are more interested in live streams than they are uploaded videos, because why? They want to be a part of a community. They want to talk to people. They want engagement with you. They want engagement with other people.
And YouTube wants people. The whole thing with social media is the platform owners want
Yes.
people to stay on their platform for as long as
possible.
They
Right.
want the butts in the seats, basically.
Right. And when that happens, your video goes viral, and now it goes out there, and YouTube keeps serving it up to more and more and more and more and more people. Therefore, you have a bigger chance to get organic subscribers that YouTube doesn't see as spam, because they're just going to simply subscribe and that's it, and watch you when you go live or whenever your content comes out. And they may pay you a visit and say, hey, I'm new to this. I'm new to your channel, and I subscribed a long time ago, and I like what you're doing. I've had people leave me comments like that several weeks after they had subscribed to me, or even months, and they didn't get purged. So I know this is a hard pill for people to swallow, because they want to get rapid. You want to get rapid notification that, yes, they did subscribe. But why? But my thing is this. If every time I'm in a growth stream, or you're in a, let me say, every time you all are in a growth stream, and you come away with 20, 30 subscribers in one day from that growth stream, just for example, ask yourself, would you rather get those subscribers that really want to stick with you and watch your content and get them organically? Or would you want to feel like you wasted your time being in a growth stream, subscribing to all these people, leaving them rapid messages, them doing the same thing to you, only to wake up the next day and they're all gone? Now you feel like you're chasing your tail and that you've wasted your time. And the first thing that you're saying is, those son of a you-know-whats, they unsubscribed from me. Then you fail to realize that, no, some of those people did not unsubscribe from you. It was YouTube who came in and robbed you like a thief out of the night. So what I'm trying to say here, I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I just feel like, I think if you're going to do growth streams, I think we should have a new approach to how we're doing it, an approach that helps us to fight against what YouTube's algorithms or AI is doing to us. Because you can't call YouTube up in San Bruno, California and say, hey, why are you guys doing this? They're not going to do anything for you. It's all computerized. So we have to figure out on these YouTube streets a better strategy to still help each other without each other being purged. And that's why I'm saying people really should pull out paper and pencil and write people's names down, so that if YouTube plays these games, you can go back to them and subscribe to them, right? And make sure that they don't lose you. These are just examples here. So, let me see.
That's pretty good. Like, because it makes a lot of sense what you were saying about the lives also, because like with the lives, you actually are building a community, you're building a audience. And
Yes.
Soon as I started doing like more lives, that's when, things started to be on the green. All my stuff started looking green. So yeah, you're exactly right, man. I'm just learning and learning from you right now. Yeah.
I didn't go live until I got I was listening to Roberto Blake, and he said the formula is, you want to do what do you want to do? You want to do this. You want to get your retention rate between 30 and 50%. I said this in the other video that I have on this channel, and I'll just repeat this again. So if you're going to upload videos, the sweet spot on YouTube for uploaded videos, folks, for pre-produced videos, believe it or not, is 8 to 12 minutes is the sweet spot. That will give you retention rate, meaning it's a long enough video for people to watch a good majority of it, which will increase your retention rate. So he said, do uploaded pre-produced videos between 8 to 12 minutes to get yourself in the retention rate of 30 to 50%. Then you want to go live for about 60 to 90 to 100 minutes, either twice a week, 3 times a week, every other day. You don't want to burn yourself out, of course. And you want to go live at least 60 to 90. He said really 90 to 100 minutes within 2 to 3 times a week. Supplement it with the uploaded videos if you choose to go that route. Or if you think you can handle going live every other day. Remember, you don't want to saturate your content with like burning your audience out by uploading or putting out content every single day. You want to let your content have days to breathe a little bit between the two. But he said if you do that consistently with the pre-produced uploaded videos along with your live streams in a consistent fashion, you could possibly, I'm just saying, and you get 100 views on your video or more in this formula, you could possibly get 1,000 watch hours per week, depending on how much grind you got in you to the burnout. That's
so.
Is that? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's information, man. I've noticed there was a trick that said, and this was on people can find this on YouTube. It said if you do like let's say a video or a stream and it gets like over 100 views, right? Directly, immediately, YouTube will start plugging in certain parts of the algorithm quickly.
right. So this is how it works. Again, everybody, if you get 100 views on a video, YouTube will show it to another it will show it to 700 people the following week, not the first week. The first week it is promoting your video. You know why I know this? Go everybody, go into your analytics. Look at the reach where it says reach. And it will tell you exactly how many people it pushed to for you to get an impression. So YouTube does their best, even when you're a small channel, to push it out there. If you get 100 views, the YouTube algorithms will automatically serve your video to 700 more people the following week. This is the problem. If you're saying, well, why is it I'm not getting views? You got to keep this in mind. Maybe your thumbnail is not effective. Do you make thumbnails with bold lettering? Do you have your face on the thumbnail? Do you have a familiar person on the thumbnail? Are you studying color science? There's a thing called color psychology.
Like red and blue, like
certain
colors
like
McDonald's.
solicit people's attention. People like looking at people's expressions, their facial expressions, right? And they respond to whether you're happy, sad, or angry. Oh, they talked about putting familiar objects. On one of my videos where I talked about watch time, or I talked about the best time to post videos on TikTok. You notice I had a clock on there, right? So it's about putting your face on there, possibly. You don't even have to put a lot of words on there. Make it very simple but effective. Effective colors, a familiar object that people are familiar with, expression on your face, and then the wording. You don't want to repeat words in your title, technically, on your thumbnail. You want something different on your thumbnail from the wording in your title, but you want it to reflect, right? So you see on my video, on my thumbnails, I put the YouTube logo. That's familiar to people. They don't have to guess, oh, this is about YouTube. They know what the YouTube logo looks like. He's got the clock there. It represents time, right? The best time to post videos, boom. So it catches people's attention. So you have to think about how your thumbnail is set up. Most people click on videos based on the thumbnail. And then you want the title to reflect your thumbnail. Now, if you sell them, now once you are able to sell them on your book cover, which is your thumbnail, now they're looking for you to fulfill what you said the video is about. And if they click into it and you're not fulfilling what they're looking for, and it's taking you too long to get to what they're looking for, which is something that I got to work on too. Everybody's got to work on. I have to work on getting to the, because sometimes look, we got to be self-critical of ourselves. Sometimes, obviously, I'm too long-winded. So I've got to cut down on being too long-winded because you only have about 30-some seconds to catch people's attention, and then they click off, especially on uploaded videos. So if you say that this video is about how to get more views on YouTube, just say, boom, welcome to the channel. If you want to get more views, Boom, 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 boom. They came there for value. And remember, people are using their cell phones to look at YouTube more than they are their desktop. So they're busy.
I agree.
So they're on the run. They're on the move. They got everybody grabbing for their attention. So you got to get to the point or they move on to something else.
I'm definitely guilty for that. If there is first of all, anyone that watch my videos know I don't have intros. I despise intros. I've despised them since I've watched the YouTube for 10 years. So if there's an intro, I fast forward because usually I'm the consumer on YouTube that's researching. I'm researching for stuff. So if I'm researching an edit, how to do jump cuts, how to do whatever the case may be, I don't have time for you. Your description tells me what the video is about. And then when I click on it, you're telling me what it's about that you're going to show me. But I just read what you want to say. So I fast forward all of that. And that may not be good, but I have very limited time. So I am definitely guilty for that.
I'm glad you brought that up because some of the top YouTubers out here are saying that when they decided to take the intros off their videos, they noticed that their retention rate went up because people stayed on the video longer because the intro was out of the way. Sometimes people click on videos and I mean, I think with live stream, like I played some music tonight, I get it. With live streams, I think you can be a little bit more creative with having like a countdown and having music playing because you're waiting for people to come in. But when it comes to uploaded videos, pre-produced videos, cut the intros out and just get to the point because people are looking for to get the information right then and there. If it's a live stream and you've got an audience, they already know that you play your music and you're trying to, get everything warmed up and you're waiting for people to come in. Live streams are a different beast, so you can get away with the music. But for the pre-produced videos, just get to the point because people are going to click you off. And then they're also looking at quality. So if the video is not quality and it doesn't deliver on what you promise, why do you think they're going to subscribe? Another thing that people make a mistake with, oftentimes in the beginning of our videos, we'll say subscribe. Why, if you're doing an uploaded video in this case, why would anybody want to subscribe to your channel yet if they haven't found out if you delivered on what you promised? So maybe they say in the midway of your video, then you say subscribe once you fulfill the big bang, the big idea that they're looking for. So once you fulfill it in that middle part of the video, you can say subscribe, or you can just put overlays up and let them speak for themselves as you're continuing your presentation. Now you're not wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, some form of imaging, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Graphic.
And the secret to this is imaging, music. These are things that work. If you look at the bigger YouTubers, a lot of them have backgrounds and film and all that kind of stuff. So they got imagery going on to reinforce what they're saying. They'll have text coming across the screen. They'll have a little music in the background. They keep you, and you know
engaged.
why? We got the brain doctor here because let's be honest.
Yeah,
we're living in a society today where people have short attention span.
Information. I said this all the time when I do my streams.
True.
I said the average attention span for the human is under 5 seconds. That is no good. You cannot retain or gather information that short attention span. So I tell people many times it's so annoying, but I emphasize I'm here to raise your attention span because God knows you watch everything else, sports, entertainment that keeps your attention span beyond the 5 seconds.
Right. Let me do this. Let me shout some people out in the chat room because we got a nice audience here. Let me say this let me just say this real quick. I just think that you have to deliver on what you're promising the audience so that they can feel comfortable with you and feel loyal to your content. And I just think we just have to, in YouTube, you're in your experimental phase right now where you're trying to figure out how to refine your content. I'm still trying to figure out how to refine this channel, and you should be doing the same thing as well. Everybody should be figuring out how can you refine and improve what you're doing.
Exactly.
Now, and let me say this too. See, I don't believe in cutting any bones over here. If you've been on YouTube, if you get on YouTube today and your channel looks the same and what you're doing looks the same 5 years from now, you're doing something wrong.
Yes.
You should your channel and your look and what you're doing should always be evolving as new software hits the scene, as new things hit. Look at StreamYard. StreamYard has improved. When it first started out, it didn't have all these extra bells and whistles. You should always be trying to improve. Get a camera. I got a camera here, a mirrorless camera. Start getting lenses and graduate from if you're using a computer, ladies and gentlemen, and you can't afford a camera, but you're using the webcam that's in your computer. Don't use those laptop computer unless you got a super good laptop. Don't use the camera. Get a webcam like a Logitech C922 or something, and then graduate from there to getting a camera. You get what you can get based on what you can afford. We're living in hard times today. We got inflation, gas prices, so you got to do with what you do. But the best camera that you have is your cell phone. That's the best camera you have.
I do vlogs with my cell phone all the time, and people say how the camera quality is so good and it's so clear, and I'm like, it's my cell phone. Right. I'm telling you, I have a camera, but I don't know how to use it. So
let me say shout out to Kelly Carwell. Thank you for coming over. Coming over. Let me give you my clap. I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Let me give you the clap. Thank you for coming over, sir. Miss Fugo is in the house. Thank you for being here. My sister, thank you. Really great people in there. Earl Owens, thank you for being here tonight. We got Brandon Recovery TV. Thank you. And we got JT Coins Ring. Check him out. He has a coin collection channel. He does really great content. Check him out. Check out Pharaoh Love. If I have her here, she says, this is so true. I did not want to niche down, but I am finding that I have no choice but to follow the system of what will bring me success. Well, you have a spiritual channel, so you're going to be successful because it starts with how you think in your mind, your belief, anything you believe you can achieve. We've got Steve Gilmore YouTube channel. I like this brother here. He has a lot of wisdom to give you all. He gives very good parables, very good channel, very good speaker. Please check him out. Everybody should be writing people's names down. Okay. Just go over and subscribe. Come back a few days after and then leave him a comment so that you don't get seen as spam. We want your subscribership to stick first. Let me see. We got Jim Jones is in the house here. Thank you for being here, saying respect, brother, and thank you. Oh, wait a minute. We got Vanderpool here. This sister is very inspirational. Went over to her channel the other night ago or two, and I really enjoyed my time over there. So thank you. Weezy's in the house here. What's going on, brother? This brother right here that I have on the screen, make sure you all check out his channel as well. Support each other. She Wears is here. Mini hat. She wears mini hats. Make sure you check her out as well. Give her support. Jill Styles is here. Jill Styles, thank you for being here. Thank you. Subscribe to her channel. We got a 78. Vita 70. I don't know if I'm saying that correct, but I thank you for being here. Let me give you a clap. And we're going to, and we got me over here today. Thank you. And that's Rochelle Vanderpool again. Thank you. Here we go. That's better. And I want to thank Laura Tech Time for coming over to the channel tonight. I really appreciate that. We will be wrapping this up pretty soon. Is there anything that anybody on the panel would like to say to the people? And your thoughts, your experiences, anything that you've recognized about YouTube that you would like to give people knowledge about?
Well, I would say this to Spiritual Logic, because she was contemplating doing something different for a greater success. I always say this personally, and people should ask this themselves: what is your serious purpose on YouTube? Before I even did content on YouTube, and I'll tell a background myself, I was doing blog talk radio with podcasting, and then it switched to free conference, and eventually I moved treasure to myself to YouTube. Unlike when I was on another platform that still is active today, but it slowly is deteriorating, but it's still present for growth for other people to get an understanding of how podcasting works. But that's a question you ask yourself, because trust me, I've been struggling with this for 3 years since doing this since 2019. I have not hit 1K yet, but I never once stopped doing what I'm doing. But as time progressed, if people look for my channel closely, which that's optional, you will see what I've done from 2019 up to now, and you see what Information Man has been saying. And the reason why, because as I'm doing this, I'm learning. I find software that I don't have to spend much to still put out the certain content needed. You have to be resourceful as a content creator move forward. And the reason I'm telling people this, because I know how the psychology of our people are. We like to do things for cheap. We don't want to spend money. I get it. So what is the best alternate solution? Well, you're going to have to be resourceful. You're going to have to start Googling. You're going to have to look at things that I can use now and figure out what content I'm doing now. Because, this is just the avatar, but this is the representation of the show. But go ahead,
let me just tell you this right here. I would say for everybody, because let's be honest, times are hard and people may not be able to afford certain equipment. I would just say start. If you got a cell phone and that's all you got, you can make incredible videos. I'll tell you how you can make incredible videos that are pre-produced, excuse me. I would go on your app on your phone, and you've heard of these apps. I would download KineMaster or Pro Director. KineMaster, I think, is the better one. You can literally take your cell phone, record video of yourself, put it through the KineMaster, and put all kind of special effects in it. It looks like it was professionally produced in a studio somewhere, right off your cell phone. So everybody, you do what you got to do with what you can afford, and you build up your studio little by little and get little pieces here and there. You start small and you build up, and over time, you're going to see your channel have a complete different look over time because you've invested in it. And then I'm going to be honest with you, as you improve the look of your channel, it actually will equate to more subscribers. When I improved what I was doing on the other channel, this is for everybody, not just for me, everybody. My viewers went up when I improved and upped my game with the look and the aesthetics. And people tend to enjoy that. Music, I invested in a Rodecaster Pro, which is a mix board. If you don't want to deal with all those funny wires you gotta put on a traditional mix board, get yourself a Rodecaster Pro. I'll be doing a tutorial about that. Of course, there are already videos out there that talk about it, so you don't have to wait on any video that I do, but I will do a video about it. And because I'm going to give it from the perspective of someone that's been using it. And I got a little secret too for you. I got an email the other day. They're about to come out with another Rodecaster Pro, a brand new one. The information got leaked out there. They didn't want, they're coming out with a Rodecaster Pro 2. They didn't want it got leaked out. I got a chance to look at it. It's going to be fantastic.
Whoa.
Even if you got the first Rodecaster Pro, you're still in good shape. So just, you just build up what you can with time. And the bottom line is, everybody in that chat room, and Tawana, or anybody else that wants to come on up, because I am going to end this. But Tawana, if you're there, I want you to come up for inspirational purposes. We got Natural in the chat room. If you want to come up, I put a link in there. If you want to come up and say a few things before I end this stream, because I know it's getting late for some people across the country. I'm in the West Coast. It's about 8 o'clock here, 8 something here. Not that bad for me, but for other people, it's late. But come on up, because I want people to hear from people that are content creators that have, employed some of these strategies. Let's hear from Talk with Tori. I want to hear from you, brother, if there's anything else you want to add.
Oh yeah, patience. Patience is of course a virtue, and that's one of the things that especially in this YouTube game, and also just being a content creator. Period. You have to let patience, have its perfect work. And another thing you have to do too, dealing with that, is self-discovery. Discovering, what is your purpose, what wh- where are you going with this whole thing with the content and everything like that? What do you want to do? What what about your audience? You know, what does your audience expect out of you? You know, just different things that you have to just discover about yourself and your purpose and your goals, and have patience with that and let it grow. Like what grow with your community, and grow with your channel. And
Right.
that that's the key. You know, that's the
Right.
key right there.
That is the key. I'm going to say one more time to everybody. Yes, I did do a video. This is the second version to that video where I sort of had a negative view of the growth streams in terms of how people, you know, may not watch your videos and they may unsubscribe from you. But I'm just letting everybody know that I'm letting people know who do growth streams to encourage the people in your chat rooms to be honest about whether they're going to subscribe to people's channels for themselves personally, and to maybe they need to just subscribe and wait before they start leaving these rapid comments, because it's obvious to me that YouTube is seeing it as spam, and people are waking up the next day very not happy about this. Tawana, thank you for being here. Let me give you a clap.
Hey, thank you.
And let everybody know about your channel and what your thoughts are about this whole thing we call content growth and creation. And we all want to get support, right? We're all looking to get support.
Hey, you guys. I am 20 Yvette. Can you hear me okay? Am I good?
Yes, you sound good.
Okay. So I'm 20 Yvette Vlogs. I have been consistent on YouTube for about a year, but I actually started like about 3 years ago. Just kind of as a hobby, kind of, you know, just kicking it or whatever. I wasn't really serious. And then maybe I guess a little over a year ago, you know, I met some great people like Information Man and TR and Vern's Junk Closet, and I decided, hey, I need to take this seriously. And so when I did, you know, I got consistent, and I studied up using the Creator Academy, learning about tag words, learning about hashtags, putting keywords in my titles, and everything just started to pick up. So right now I'm almost at 11.7 thousand subscribers. I'd probably say like by the end of the week I'll be at 11.7.
Okay.
But I actually gain subscribers every day. And I'm getting better at checking my analytics, knowing how much income I'm gonna have at the, you know, end of my 28 days. It's a work in progress, but I like it. I like it as a business a lot more than I like it as a hobby.
Right. Has any of the techniques that we normally hear about that they say work, has any of this stuff worked for your channel?
I'll be honest with you. I used to listen to, you know, a lot of people, Nick Nimmin and all of them, on YouTube, and no. I would probably say you and Roberto Blake are the most honest out of everybody, because it's, you know, straightforward. You know what I'm saying? You're not selling a program. You're not trying to get, you know, people to go to your website and pay $29 for this, and, you know, all these classes and services and this, that, and the other. It's like,
I'm not selling anything.
Yeah, this is tried and true. This is what I tried. This is what worked for me. And it really, to be absolutely honest with everybody, it depends on your niche, whatever you're doing. Like for me, when I first started out, I really didn't have a niche, and I wasn't growing because people didn't know what to expect from my channel. They were like, I thought she was doing planners yesterday, and today she's doing makeup. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, so it was just.
Go finish what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No, I was done. I was just saying you need a niche. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Now I'm going to come back to that point that you just made. Let me say that to me, No, not the C924. Go with the C922. That gives you, that's a high definition webcam. I'll be doing a video about webcams as well. But Tawana, thank you for saying what you're saying. This is what I've been trying. This is what I'm trying to do with this channel. You know, I did uploads, but I decided that, you know what? I call it Info Media Live because you don't see too many people doing this that go live with it a lot. I mean, you see Nick Nimmons doing Q&As. Roberto Blake has a podcast that I listen to from time to time, and it's really good. He gives a lot of gems there. But I really just want to give you a down-to-earth breakdown of how to build a YouTube channel from being on these YouTube streets. A lot of these bigger YouTubers, they're not really on these YouTube streets like this. They're not really with the people like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not really experiencing the ups and downs like we have because they're at a different level in their channel. And I'm going to say something that people are probably going to say, are you telling the truth or not? Let's be honest, Tawana. A lot of these bigger YouTubers today, I mean, the huge ones that we're talking about, a lot of them got on YouTube when it was much easier to get subscribers. Okay, now, am I telling the truth?
Tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true because it was, and somebody, Raw Beauty Christie was talking about this earlier. She came from the beauty community, and she just wanted to sit down and have a chat about, you know, YouTube and, you know, back when it was fun and you didn't, you know, have to jump through hoops and stuff like that. You know, but another thing that she was saying was that you can't compare yourself to somebody who's been on YouTube for 10 years. Like she's been on YouTube for 10 years. Some other people that I watch have been on YouTube for 11 years. And of course, they're going to have this. Another thing that she said, and it dawned on me, and I was like, wow, the people that you watch that talk about YouTube that have 3, 4, 5, 100,000 subscribers have those subscribers because they talk about YouTube. It's not because their content is consistent. It's not because, you know, they're selling you a pipe dream. So what you want to do is get with somebody like Information Man. He has channels that he started before this one, right? So yes. He knows, you know what I mean? Like he already knows. Like I would rather talk to Infoman rather than to talk to somebody who started a YouTube channel talking about YouTube and like, where's your proof? Like, because everybody's going to subscribe to you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at, you know, things like that. Don't get caught up in it and, you know, work your business, work your niche, like be consistent. And, you know, if you try something and it doesn't work out, don't get bummed out. Don't quit. You know, get your notebook and start writing, okay, on this date, I found out that this didn't work out. I tried it for 30 days. Now I'm going to, you know, do something else and listen to people who actually have, you know, the history in the, you know, trial and error.
Right.
Tawana,
Go ahead, sister.
Tawana, I concur because I used to religiously watch the Think Media and Think podcast. They had 2 channels at once. I don't know. But when Information Man show decided to, when I saw this channel, I was excited because I know the authenticity he brought to the other channel and the wisdom and the energy that channel was. So when I saw this channel, I was very, very excited. Not to take away from anybody else, but I was really happy.
Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate the words. What I want to do, what I would like to do, that I want to do that's different with this channel is that when you see the bigger channels that give you advice, they're very hands away from you. So I want to be more hands-on with people, meaning I want people to be able to come up and talk. I want to be able to pull up your channel, which I'll be doing that. It's going to be a grind doing it, but I want to do it. I want to be able to pull up people's channels, take a look at it, go over it. I want to be more personable. And I want to give you information because like I said, I'm on these YouTube streets. I've gone through some of the same struggles and ups and downs with trying to build a channel. I'm feeling just as frustrated when I see that I'm losing subs as you. some of these bigger YouTubers who got over 100 subs or had 1 million subs, they can tell you, well, YouTube does purge views from you. I just lost about 500 or 1,000 views. Yeah, you lost 1,000 subscribers, but you got 1 million subscribers. Right? So they can say that, and they can say it with a smile and keep moving forward. But when we lose these kind of numbers, it does impact us. So I consider myself around the street and down the corner, around the block and down the earth type of content creator that can do this type of content and give it to you in a way that's relatable. And I'm not up here on some high horse here. Right? And so that's the reason why I feel that's where they always say you want to carve out something different about what you're doing, even if you're in a saturated niche, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got somebody else trying to come up. Pharaoh Love is trying to come up in the house. So let's get her up in here. And welcome.
Howdy, everybody. Howdy.
Howdy. I like when you say that. There's a guy on YouTube who also does YouTube, how to improve your YouTube channel. And he says howdy quite a bit too. But go right ahead. Let's hear what you have to say before I end this tonight.
I say howdy to pay respects to where I was born and raised, Houston, Texas. And
all right.
As you were just mentioning about the setting yourself apart, that's one of the reasons why I do that, because a lot of times people are like, why you say howdy and all that other stuff. But I came up here when you mentioned like for the inspirational part. And I know that you have, been on my channel, and even just the comment that you made a moment ago to me after I mentioned about niching down, like that's something that I was really not solely against, but I really wanted to be able to give the variety of what I can offer. And so as I've continued to persevere through all of this time, I've been active with YouTube since April of 2019. And I really just started being consistent over these last, 6 months to a year, like really going at it and utilizing the tools from people like yourself and others. And I started in the growth stream. I started right in the growth stream. And so what has really been of value is utilizing the tools and the tips that some of the people give in the growth streams, and then actually tailoring my content to still make it work for me by using the system to be successful, but utilizing it in a way that works for me. And so I just want to say thank you for all that you do and how you reach down and you reach for those who are still building and growing and really want to put forth the best effort to be successful, on this platform. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. Let me ask you this question, because I'm trying to figure out the formula to all of this. When you have participated in a growth stream, and let's say you get 20, 30 subs, whatever, and we've been over there with Catherine and friends and her sister, and I like the way they do their growth stream.
Yeah.
I think the way they're doing it is the right way. You should do it too. But when you go to sleep at night and you wake up the next day, how many of these subscribers do you think you're losing? Are you losing 10 or 20 in increments?
So I'm going to be honest and tell you that before I ever started going to like growth streams heavily, I had 70 subscribers. And if you look at how many I have now, I have like about 123. Okay. Now, over the last few weeks, like I said, using the tips that you give, not just subscribing to anybody, because that's where when I first went, like I was just subscribing to any and everybody. But then when you go to their content, we're talking about this is information and things that we're consuming, because we're watching the content. We're here to support one another. And if that's something that really does not vibe with who you are and doesn't align with what you view out of life, then it's gonna be draining. Right. So I had to like really reevaluate how I was doing that thing. So I came back to it, and I do still subscribe to a lot of people just to, give that chance. And because for me, I was a support channel, right? Where when I come to the lives, I come to participate. I come to engage with the host. I come to engage with the chat. And so I still just operate how I operate, but I don't get a lot of people who sub back to me. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I don't get a lot of people from the jump who even sub to me. And so that I've been trying to figure out, is it my content? Is it just that those people aren't being, you know, honest and true to what they're saying? And I try not to even really worry about it, because I'm in it to, you know, gain the knowledge, because that's why I go to the streams that I do go to, because they do give the information in a way that I can see the proof in what they're saying, right? And I see the resonance across the board. So yeah, I've been kind of like not so worried about what's coming and what's going, because I know eventually it's going to hit, because what I have seen is my views go up. So the subscribers is going to come. I'm concerned, is the content actually being watched? And that I can see. And I can't say it's coming from the growth streams, because I'm doing things on my own as far as how I'm tailoring my content as well.
And that's what you should do. This is what I want to do before we end, because I want to have remind everyone where their channels are, where you can find everyone on the panel. But let me just say this. This is the problem with growth streams. Because you sometimes are in a growth stream with so many different people, that the reality is that what you're doing is not their cup of tea, versus if you were in an environment with people who are similar to what you're into or what you do. So for example, you've been over to my first channel in my live stream. When I tell people to check people's channels out, that's all I say. I say, check them out. I introduce them, check this person's channel out. If you like what they're doing, subscribe. I know in my with the family and the support that I have on my channels, there are people, I already know this, that will like what you do.
Okay.
So they're generally going to subscribe to you and generally going to watch your content, and they're going to be into what you do. The problem with these with the growth streams is that you just have random people who, for the most part, let's be honest, they're there just to get the thousands of subs, so that they can get the monetization, and they don't care if they like your content or not. They just want your numbers. They want inventory. That's it. And actually, I believe if YouTube had changed that policy, you probably would get more legitimate subscribers. So if YouTube said, for example, I know it's going to sound crazy what I'm about to say. If YouTube said to everybody, we're going to monetize people's channels if people that subscribe to them stay on the channel, or if people are genuine with their subscribership. If there was some kind of system where if you subscribe to someone's channel to give them 1,000 subscribers and they leave your channel, then they should be penalized for it. What I'm saying is kind of crazy. They don't have big enough AI for that. But somehow, if they had a system to penalize people, you probably wouldn't have this happening. Because if I know that I unsubscribe from you and I'm trying to get to that 1,000, then I already know, oh, that's going to be a penalty for this. If I know that I don't even go to your content and at least take a look at it for at least 3 minutes and give you a like every now and then guess what? I'm going to get penalized.
Yeah. They should, if you unsub to somebody, they should automatically unsub that person from you.
But you know what? I think YouTube does. Tawana, tell me if I'm wrong or right. Doesn't YouTube have a system where if you subscribe to someone's channel and you don't look at their content, you don't really show, don't they kind of purge you anyway?
No, you're gonna get purged anyway. Like when I used to go in the growth streams, right? And that night, I would have like 100 more subscribers and, be all excited. And then in like less than 72 hours, the majority of those people would probably be gone. By the 28 to 30 day mark, all of them are probably going to be gone because they didn't watch, they didn't, like, subscribe, share, they didn't do any of the things. But also, if you are a person that goes into a growth stream or whatever, and you subscribe to like, 50, 100 people, and then you turn around and you unsubscribe from those people, there is a possibility that YouTube will put you in YouTube jail for that. And then you won't be able to subscribe or unsubscribe or like or anything for anywhere from 10 to 30 days. Like you'll literally be in YouTube jail. So they kind of have a system in place, but you know what I'm saying? The purging thing really used to upset me because I thought, like Farrah said, it's my content. My content sucks. And I'm like, no, I messed up. I ruined my channel by going to the growth streams and, subscribing to people and they subscribe to me and we don't watch each other's content. And it killed my channel. So
Right.
literally it was like starting all over.
You had
And
to start
another
all over
thing,
again from scratch almost.
you got to remember that when you subscribe to people and you're not watching them, YouTube, their analytics, not the analytics, but the algorithm is still going to take that into consideration. So
Right.
if you see some random craziness drop in your, what do you call it? Like your front page, whatever you call it. And you're like, why is YouTube recommending me watch this? It's because you subscribe to somebody that has similar content,
Right.
even though you don't want to watch it. So you have to be careful who you subscribe to, why you're subscribing. Like, it's a machine. YouTube is a machine. Everything isn't ran by a particular person, at YouTube.
No,
so you
it's
have
all,
to be, you have to be
AI
careful how
and
you
computers
move.
and
Yeah.
Let me just say this too. This is a good question for everybody. Lawyer Tech Time said this. I'm a little tired, folks. I would like to know more about how difficult it is to start a new channel after you already have another successful channel. I would say this. You might be able to, it may not be as difficult as you think, because if you already got a big following on one big channel, you might be able to leverage some of the audience from the other channel to come over to the new channel. For example, when I go live on the first channel, and this is for everybody, not me, to everybody, I make an announcement and say, hey, I have this new YouTube content channel. For those of you who are interested in knowing how to improve your existing channel, or if you want to start a channel, because there's certainly people that follow you who are thinking about creating a channel. Or if you just want to know what we do as content creators, some of the things that we go through behind the scenes, then come over and subscribe to the channel. And then I'll put the channel and I'll pin it up to the top. And some people will subscribe and some people don't subscribe. The people who don't subscribe is because it's just not what they're interested in, which is why I would never put this content on my other channel. My viewers, my subscribers over there would be like, what are you doing, Info?
Right.
Where's the politics, man? Where is the polarizing content, man? Where is the, the
where's white
news
supremacy?
Exactly.
Where's white supremacy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. What are you doing? So what did I do? I create this channel over here so that I can do something that's a little less taxing mentally. Well, not that it's, a little bit less, polarizing content.
Information man, you had told me something months ago that could help somebody, because I saw a couple of questions. Info man told me that he uses different platforms for different reasons. So if you are multi-talented, you may want to use YouTube for cooking. And then if you're a singer, maybe you want to go to TikTok, or maybe you want to go to Instagram. You don't have to create, 5 million channels because you're multi-talented. There are different platforms. If you want to stay on YouTube, you can. But that helped me out a lot when he said that. He was like, you don't have to do the same thing over on TikTok. It could have a totally different audience.
Right. I believe that you should repurpose. I'll do a video about this. Repurpose your content. So all of you out there, if you don't have a podcast channel, like a traditional radio style podcast, right? Like you're using, some of these sites that you can use. Shame on you, because I do podcasts, and there are people who follow me in podcasts all around the world. And I look at my analytics. They don't like to watch YouTube. They only want to listen to audio. So this tonight, what we're doing tonight, I'm going to push this over, because I created another podcast for this channel. I'm going to push this over to audio, because there's people out there who only enjoy listening to audio while they're driving their car. They don't have time to look at a screen, right?
You're 100% correct, because I have a close friend who she refuses to watch YouTube. She loves blogs. I thought blogs were a thing of the past, but that's how
blogs make you money, girl. Hey,
No, I mean
if you
a
love to
thing that's
write,
not
get a
not
blog.
no, I'm not talking about as far as monetary. I'm talking about, well, you're right, Chaos. We are in two different, I'm younger, she's older. So
Yeah.
I'm saying thinking blogs were a thing of the past, thinking that girl, you
Mm-mm.
need to be on the YouTube streets. But you're right, information man. There are people who prefer different platforms.
Info
But you know,
man.
Let me
Nature in
remind
quotes would
let
like
me
to know
remind
what
everybody
is
of something.
YouTube gel.
Say it again.
Nature in quotes cafe. Info media live. What is YouTube gel?
Basically, when they if you get too many strikes against you, you get 3 strikes like baseball. You know, you get warnings and then you get a strike, and then the next thing you know, you get put on suspension where they may keep you from being able to live stream for about a week or a month. Depends on the infraction.
and uploads too.
Right. Like I give you a perfect example. I'm a victim of this. This is what makes this what we're doing over here different. On my first channel, I got a strike one time and I had to go to YouTube school. I'm not ashamed to say that. No, it's the truth.
Yeah, me too.
Tell the truth.
I did a video
It was
and
horrible.
YouTube didn't like the video. And they gave me a strike and said that, well, no. They didn't give me a strike. What they said is they gave me a warning. And they said that we need you to take YouTube school for copyright.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to take your channel down, but we need you to complete this. So I had to watch a goofy little video with some little cartoon characters on it about copyright.
Mm-hmm. It was
You're
awful.
watching this video because you got a copyright, sir. I'm serious. I was like, man, I feel like a little kid in school again. All right. So I did that, right? I went through it and I learned from it, right? But or they'll suspend you where you can't go live. And then, of course, you can appeal it. If you think that they did something wrong, you can appeal it. And then they'll say, okay, we made a mistake. Okay, you can have this video back, blah, 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 right? But there's somebody I know by the name of Raw B on YouTube. We're gonna do a show together. She did a thing about
Yes,
Google.
sir.
Google's coming out. You saw it, Chaos Rain. Google's got new rules coming out. They're going to be cracking down hard on people.
Yeah.
Going forward, you're going to see people lose channels where they can take you out from the IP level where you never can make another channel again. So people better be very, very,
Yeah, but let's be
careful.
honest. Information. How many people saw that video from Robbie until it happens? I mean, don't they get like term of service if people read it?
It's a term of service. I mean, when you sign up for YouTube, you're signing all this stuff. So when something happens and you're like, what's going on? You signed all this stuff. So
yeah, and they know that everybody's not going to read a book of that magnitude, about YouTube. But I will say this. I did get that email about the changes with YouTube and Google. And I'm so glad I changed my content because I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I'm like, oh my goodness. And I know what it came from. I know why they're doing this.
Right. Let me do something real quick. I got to do something, pay some respect here. I met this sister over in another channel today. This is Tona's Lifestyle. She says, good night, everyone, and host. Thank you for being here. Let me give you a clap. But this is where I met her at. And she follows this beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman here. Deaconess Bless K YouTube channel. She's the one that I was talking to today. And she had folks over there subscribe to this channel. And we were talking about this whole idea of how you should do a growth stream and how you should, when you subscribe and how long you should wait to leave people comments when you're in a rapid growth stream versus just organically finding someone's channel. And she's the one, her channel, check her out. I have that on the screen there. She's the one that inspired this video that we're doing tonight. So I appreciate her again. And with that said, let me hear from Brother Talk with Tori and get his perspective as we're going to close out tonight. I want everybody to remind people where you can find your channels, where you can be found on social media. and the whole 9 yards. And I want people to subscribe to everybody that you see on the panel here. So, brother, go ahead and speak your thoughts.
Oh yeah, I'm just basically just learning, man. Pretty much, just learning from what you're saying and different others on the panel as well. And like I said before, it's all about just discovering what you want to do, and your whole thing with your why and all that good stuff. And also just cater to your community, grow with your community. That's the big thing. That's what the short period of time that I've been on YouTube, that I pretty much like rebranded, with the games, playing the brain games. I've learned that man, the community, I'm here for them. I'm really here for them. It's actually their channel as well. I'm enjoying it, but also, I just enjoy, the community, and I'm just growing with them also. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Are you I have a reason why I'm asking you is because I'm going to recommend someone to you. Are you using Ecamm?
Yes, I'm actually a Ecamm affiliate. So
okay. Yeah. When I saw your channel today, I could tell by the way things were looking that you were using Ecamm. I use vMix myself. I wish I could use Ecamm, but I know Ecamm is really on what you call it, the Mac. Yeah.
Yeah.
But vMix has been good to me. It does a lot of powerful things. This is what I want you to do, and I'm going to contact her. Have you heard of a young lady? She's out of Philadelphia by the name of India Delgado.
No.
She has a YouTube channel, and she's almost like she's damn near an expert on Ecamm and how to use your
oh yes. She's with the Ecamm
right
staff, right?
Yeah, I want you to I would love to connect you all two together, because she's been doing tutorials on how to use the what do you call that when you push the button? I have one, and I just Delgado, where you push the buttons to make the overlays, so you can push button everything. I got one, and I got to connect mine and all. But she does tutorials on how to connect all that stuff together, and she knows a lot about Ecamm. Me and her did a video on my first channel, which I wish was on this channel some years ago, and it was a fantastic video. She gave really great tips and stuff like that. So, you might want to. I need to some kind of way connect you to her. Go check out her channel. She's on this 100 live streams a day.
I believe, you know what?
She's on 100 live streams. She's at number 62, I think, now.
Yeah. Yeah, because does she actually work for Ecamm? Is she a part of the staff?
No, she actually works in the banking system, but I think she's an affiliate. She hangs out with people like Doc Rock. You might have heard of Doc Rock.
Yeah,
Doc
I heard Doc Rock.
Doc E. She knows all those people. She's been over there with the live streaming pros. I'm pretty friendly because I follow him.
I know exactly who you're talking about, because Doc Rock was the one that allowed me to do the affiliate. He had talked to me about it. So yeah, she rolls with those folks over there. I follow David Foster, who used to be a part of Live Streaming Pros. I'm a member of his channel. Yeah, I'm familiar with Dave Foster.
There was a little controversy for the reason why he's not. Now he's the reason why I subscribed to that channel, but he has a lot of knowledge about tech, and I don't want to put all the business out there, but he had a little falling out with the folks over there. It actually was his company, and something happened. But he has another channel that I follow, and so anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic. I really appreciate you being here tonight, and don't be a stranger. I'll be doing more live streams like this. So let me go over to Sister Brown.
All right, take it easy.
Take care, brother. Take care. Thank you for coming up and joining us tonight. And a clap to you.
All right, salute.
All right. Much respect to you. Much respect to you. Sister Brown, traveling
Yes.
TV.
Thank you for having me, Information Man Show.
Oh,
Like
no
I
problem.
said, I was a fan of your first show, I don't know if it's your first channel, but the Information Man Show.
Yeah, it is the first. It is the first.
Okay.
Still trying to grow that too.
And just the authenticity that you bring to that channel is amazing. I am Brown and Beachy. I'm a solo traveler. I travel the world solo, and I've traveled the entire pandemic. So I decided that I will share my travels with the world. So I do hotel tours, things like that. Not necessarily a vlog channel, but more of a inspirational channel where I show you different locations. But my channel is growing slowly. As I heard, most vlog channels grow slowly. But, you know, I approach YouTube how I approach life. I believe I am right where I am supposed to be. And I evolve with every upload. So,
well, just keep doing everything that you're doing, and good things are going to happen. It just takes time. It takes a lot of time, and I think the problem with this is the difference between YouTube and something like TikTok. TikTok has gotten popular because it goes back to what we had said earlier, which is kind of a little bit sad commentary for our society. TikTok is popular because people have short attention spans. So people enjoy watching short form content, something that's real quick that they can get a bang out of, right? People dancing, people doing skits, and people just want to watch something really short. And the reason why YouTube introduced the shorts is because I got to be honest with you, TikTok has been kicking YouTube in the ass.
yeah.
Because a lot of young people have left YouTube and gone over to TikTok. That's the hot thing right now. YouTube is still king, but they have lost a little bit of their kingdom because people have purged away from YouTube. Why? I got to be honest with you. I think YouTube is the more difficult platform to build an audience on compared to all the short form content that you get off of TikTok, right?
Yeah.
It's easier, and I think people gravitate towards, I got to be honest, because people really don't want to put certain work in. They just rather get the first quick satisfaction.
Lord knows his work. Oh my gosh.
So if you can build something, so to me personally, this is my bias. I think if you can build something on YouTube, I think you're more of a content creator than someone on TikTok, personally.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
If you hear information, they kind of extend out. Now it's only like under 2 or a minute is now. You go to 10 minutes now.
Right, but check this out. The video that I did the other day on Saturday, they changed the algorithms on TikTok. See, this is the thing. I don't have a big TikTok following because I didn't take TikTok serious. I was grinding it out on YouTube, right? And so now that I've gotten some information about what TikTok is doing, I'm going to start doing a little bit more on TikTok to kind of market this channel. But I don't have big numbers over there because I neglected TikTok. It just wasn't my thing personally, right? But they changed their algorithms because TikTok, like I said on Saturday, they're now saying that they want people to put niche content on TikTok, along with all the little comedy and skits that people do. They're also looking for niche. So they're changing because they see that YouTube works in niche. And YouTube was influenced by TikTok, which is why they introduced to you shorts, because they were trying to say, okay, how can we get some of these young people to come back to YouTube from Twitch if we provide them something like Twitch where they can get it monetized, right? But remember, for all of you who keep making YouTube shorts, you don't get watch time from the YouTube shorts, but you can get it monetized. A lot of people are making YouTube shorts and thinking that that's a way around getting the watch time. You get nothing. You get nada. So don't think that you're doing that.
You don't even get a second
watch time. Right, you're not getting any watch time, but you can make money off of those YouTube shorts. Also, YouTube has been influenced by Twitch. The reason why you got super chat and you got chat rooms, you got all this stuff on YouTube, because YouTube has been mimicking Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? YouTube is about to introduce those gifts that they have on Twitch where you can gift things to people. They're going to start doing that very soon. I read up about that. So, so social media is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So why not get involved in it now at the ground level, wherever you are, and build something going forward? So that's what I just want to say that.
You know what? Weird question I didn't ask is because I'm not sure how Twitch really works. Cause I know you focus more on YouTube, information man. But is there like you create an account on Twitch to live stream on Twitch? I mean, how that really works?
So get up to live stream on Twitch. You got to have 1,000 subscribers. So if you can make skits and make videos over there and accumulate a lot of subscribers quickly, then you can go live right off your desktop and right off your phone into Twitch. Into TikTok.
So I send uploads over there and like that.
You can go live and do uploads, but they just want you to have 1,000 subscribers. They're not talking about any hours. Just get 1,000 subscribers, and then that makes you eligible for potential live streaming over there, which I think is actually pretty good. So I'm going to see I believe for all of us who don't have big numbers on TikTok, if you were to pay more attention to it, you could probably grow your numbers over there. If you were to pay more attention to how TikTok works, it's just that I've been told by people that you really should niche down. You should put 10 toes down on one particular medium that you really love. Build your audience on that one particular medium, and then maybe you can get some of your audience to come over to other stuff that you're on. Like I could have never gotten. Like part of the reason why I was able to get this channel moving forward because I was able to get people from my first channel to come over here, right? Okay. But my goal for this channel is to build a complete different audience along with some of the audience from my other channel who are interested in this content. Because I know certainly there are those who are not going to be interested, right? And then I put this into a podcast for those who want to listen to it on podcast radio style. Right? And what have you. So you just keep grinding. That's all. See, to me, I don't look at this as work because it's actually enjoyable. Mm-hmm. I enjoy doing social media. I can make an argument that I might enjoy it more than my regular job.
Okay.
I agree. It's an art for me. It really
unless you make some serious money.
Right, so
you might leave that job and do this full time.
Well, the way I look at it is just that the way I look at it is for everybody. The way I look at it is that yes, I like what I do for a living. I like what I do for a living, but I got to be honest. Doing what we're doing on social media, to me, is not a grind because I actually look forward to figuring out what's the next thing I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. So it's actually enjoyable grind, if that's even possible.
It is.
Yeah, that's
it
totally possible.
Is.
Very, very, very possible.
So
I enjoy it as an art. I never tapped into this part of me as a creator, as a editor, and most people hate editing. I absolutely love it. Right. And I never knew that about myself.
Right. Let me shout out Bible Quotes channel. Thank you, Lori Tech Time. Lori Tech Time is talking to Bible and Bible Quotes channel. Welcome over here. Check them out. Oh, there she is. There go brown girl Bella. I was just talking about you not too long ago. Welcome.
Hey, Bella.
Hey, Bella. And my man Point Blank's Travel was here a little bit earlier. Let me do this because I'm gonna get ready to end this. I know it's late for everybody. People tired. Mm-hmm. People want to relax. Let me go over to Pharaoh Love and have her move us towards conclusion. Anything else you would like to add as I'm about to put a crescendo on the stream tonight?
Yes. So what I want to say, as you can see, I wanted to show where I am because I do gig work as my main source of income. And no matter what you do, if YouTube or any social media is something that you want to put some effort into, whether you want to create a stream of income, whether it's a hobby. I know we're all here to build and grow. Don't give up. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2019. I got over 400 videos, but it doesn't mean that I'm not right where I need to be to propel me where I want to go. And the best thing that I heard tonight was build your community.
Yes.
Subscribe to those who you actually, either enjoy their content or it's something about that you want to participate in what they're doing. And then I saw that Miss Brown, you travel alone, and I'm about to start doing some of those things. So I'll definitely be connecting with you. And again, thank you, Info Media, for all the encouragement. Sometimes you don't even know the things that you say and who may hear it and how it may help. And so that's the reason why I got into this thing, and I'm seeing how it has transformed so many things within my life. Not just that it's YouTube, but the personal development that I know has grown me within this time, and the reason why I share. So thanks again. And you can find me at Pharaoh Love on pretty much any platform. I'm mainly here on YouTube as well as on Instagram a little bit. So.
All right. Nice little clap for you. Thank you. All right. So, Brown girl Bella, I did put a link in there if anybody wanted to come up and say a few words before I end. But I think I'll just, if no one else comes up, I'll probably put a crescendo on this. And I just want to say to everyone on the panel, Chaos Rain, thank you for coming up. Brown in BT Travel TV, if I'm saying that correctly, thank you, my sister. Tawana, I always love you. I love when you come up and speak your mind. That's why I was asking for you to come up, because I know you always drop some very powerful knowledge on the good folks here. I want to thank everybody in the chat room who has come over. This was a good turnout tonight. Maybe I should start going live. I usually go live with this channel in the morning and on Monday mornings, but maybe I should start going live with this channel on a Monday evening. This might be the way to go on a Monday morning on Saturday and evening on Monday. That might be the better combination.
Because everybody's at home.
Right. Oh, here comes my man. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tawana. Because everybody's at home.
Let me drop some encouragement.
Go right ahead.
Listen, it was hard for me to niche down. I promise you it was, because I do so many things. But once I did, like Information Man said, my community started coming to me. And if you think that you cannot build a career with this, I retired last year from my regular job. So this is what I do for a living, and I'm able to pay my bills. I'm not married, I'm single. I live by myself, and I'm able to do it all with the help of social media, my YouTube business, and I built myself a website and have my products, kind of like a little store on my website, because I added affiliate marketing, and my podcast is monetized. So if you want this to be a career, it's definitely possible. Nothing is impossible. You can do it. Just don't give up. Stay consistent. Niche down and build your community. And Information Man, I wanted to ask you, before I go, are you going to do any channel reviews to help people with their names and how to set up their channels properly? Do you plan on doing that in the future?
Yes. What I would like to do over a period of time when I do these live streams and Q&As, I want to be able to bring people up, pull their channel up, and take a look at it. I know that other people like Nick Nimmons and all these other people, they do this, but they only sort of like, they do a few people and that's it. It's very impersonal, right? I want to be more personable with it. So what I would do is maybe I want to get to a point that every time I go live, that within that live, maybe bring one person up, or maybe pick a day where I can just be a day where we review people's channels and bring people up for a short amount of time, for a good amount of time, to basically look at everything that needs to be looked at. I think the most important thing when reviewing a channel is, do you have banner art? Do you have good thumbnails, or do you even have thumbnails? Did you put a description in your about section, right?
Yeah.
Are you setting up your YouTube studio correctly inside your analytics and all of that?
You did it the right way. Like from jump, you did it the right way. So we'd rather hear from somebody, who's already been through all that rather than to hear from somebody who just talks about YouTube and they haven't really had the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I hear what you're saying. So that's what I want to do. One of the things I would, it might be a live stream. It could be an uploaded video. I am going to talk about how to create a brand when it comes to your name of your channel. Because what I don't want to, I'm not trying to embarrass anybody or clown anybody, but when you look at like companies, their brands are very simple, like Best Buy. You can remember that like that. You want to create a name for your channel that isn't like this long sentence type name. Because if you got a name of your channel that's like 2 sentences long, I'm just being, facetious here, people are not going to remember that. You want something very simple that's a brand. A very simple, you want a good name, but you want a name of your channel that people can remember off the top of their tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, Information Man, that's very simple for people. Mm-hmm. People remember that. If I say to you, hey, I have a YouTube channel, what's the name of your YouTube channel? Just look up Information Man.
Right.
As soon as they put Information Man, even before they put show, it pops up on YouTube very quickly. If you got a YouTube name, and you put that name in the YouTube search bar and you can't find your channel, guess what? Nobody else is going to be able to find your channel.
And that's what happened when I go under this name, and it eventually now became top after a few years with a few videos. And I actually now put a description, and if y'all check my channel, y'all see what I have on it. Show you
but see, Chaos Reign. One way that you can get your channel name really out there is that you want to make sure your channel name is put in your tag box as a tag. So you want to put Chaos Reign as a tag in your tag box. The more you tag it, soon as you use something like TubeBuddy or something, soon as you put that name in there, it's going to pop up on a TubeBuddy where it generates tags for you. You want to make your name a tag. You want to make content and get to the point where you're Googleable. If you put Information Man in the Google, you're going to find everything that I'm on just like that. Why? Because I've been doing this for a while and I've always tagged my name of my channel. You should tag your name, put that tag of your name of your channel in your tag box along with your title of your channel too. Very, very important. And if you have a YouTube name and people are struggling to find your name, you might want to tweak your name. Tweak something. Like, for example, there were a few other channels that went by the name Info Media, right? But I noticed that nobody was going with Info Media Live, which I'm going to trademark the name of this channel. So now when I uppercase the words of my channel and I put live on there, it's easier for people to find it. As soon as you put that in, bam, whether it's lowercase or higher case, it's going to come up. And when and you got to admit, it's a very simple name. Info Media Live, that's it. But when you got these long, elaborate names, the Arch channel, Indestructible channel, the Double Up Bunch channel on top of the double, you got all these double names and stuff like that. People can't find that, and they're not going to remember the name. But that's just a side note. O'Shea, my brother, give us the wisdom. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
All right.
All right, y'all can hear me well, huh?
Yes, sir. Tell us about your channel, because you do some great stuff over there. You do the simulation, and you be building farms and building societies and everything over there. Tell us about your channel.
Well, my main channel, O'Shea Lennox, the hobbyist.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's a good name.
Look, I went through so many different iterations of names to the point where I had to stop. Because
right.
Once I choose one, look, I like to choose something that's going to go a long way and not so overcomplicated.
Right.
and it's kind of straight to the point. Hobbyist, you go on there, you find quite a bit of the stuff that I do. Quite a bit. So hopefully to give people inspiration to start doing several things themselves. As a matter of fact, I started to name it. Or did I name it? What you call it? The variety channel. I think I named it that at one point.
That's a pretty interesting name, variety channel.
Yeah, exactly. Because look at when you have a variety of stuff on there, it exactly says exactly what it is. Now, getting back to the reason I came up here. Now, it is about losing subscribers. Look, I've seen one of the oddest things in the world with my channel. I'm sitting up there. I'm getting, within like 1 month of me just really getting serious about it, I gained like 100, I think it was 83 to 100 subs.
Oh, wow.
But I lost about 40 or 50. No. It was even more than that. But what I ended up noticing, crazy thing in the world, I actually had more subs after losing all those subs than I did with the amount of subs that I lost. Crazy thing in the world. I can't understand why people go in there and unsub.
Well, no, but O'Shea, sir, I think I know what's happening because I've seen it on my podcast channel. Sometimes when you get a surge of subscribers, it just depends. YouTube might take them away. It's like peekaboo. Now you see it, now you don't. They may take them away to assess whether they're real people. You might have gotten those subs back and then some because YouTube had determined that they were real people and not bots. Because you do have bots. You do have bot subs. For example, I would tell anybody, do not buy subscribers. Because those subscribers are not going. When you buy subs, all it gives you is numbers. It's just for, it looks good. It's landscape, right? But those subs that you brought may not even be real people that are going to watch your content. That's why YouTube really will penalize your channel if they figure out that your whole sub count is nothing but bots that you paid for. But that's probably what was happening, Sir O'Shea. They probably realized that those were real people and they gave them back to you, and then you got whatever you were going to get in the first place. So for you, sir, that was a win. You got a big win.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Look, okay. I'm not afraid to add. I'm not afraid to do it throughout the whole entire, throughout my whole entire live. I ask for my subs because one thing that I learned, and I seen it somewhere else, it said, look, ask for your subs during the live, and I noticed that people who rarely ever ask for subs, even though they have been there longer, my sub count actually outreached a whole bunch of people that way ahead of me.
Right. You want to do what they call call of action. Some people do it by saying it. Some people do it with the overlays. I think when you're live streaming, you should do call of action and tell people to subscribe. Right. So it's like, for example, I'm going to hit this button. Right.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Right. Or if I do a preloaded video, I might just put some overlays in there. Just depends on what I'm talking about because I want to make the video a concise video that doesn't go on and on and on. But live streaming, you can be more, you can ad-lib a little bit more. You can be a little bit more free with what you're doing. So you're making very good sense, sir. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody definitely check out my man O'Shea, the hobbyist. He has a great channel. I've seen you do simulations where you were building a farm. I like the one when you were building a city. He does like simulation games and stuff like that. It's really fantastic stuff. And what's the other one that you're doing now, brother?
Well, no, you talking about the farming simulator? I was doing farming simulator. Oh no, the one I worked on lately was car mechanic simulator 21. That's the one that I worked on lately, and it's not doing too well, but then again, I'm not putting the same effort in it that I put in the other one. That's where you can see effort and actually believing that it's actually going to work means a whole lot. Because if you're just sitting up there doing it, you really don't believe it's going to do anything. More than likely, it's not going to do anything. I've noticed that because I've seen some videos that I really look. Hey, I wanted it to work, and believe me, and let me tell you what. Every now and then, it may not. The views may be around for the former simulator. They may be around 200, but now other times, most times, 6, 7, 1,000.
Right.
I wanted to work, and I believe it. I wanted to work, and I believe it'll work. So that has a lot to do with it. So sometimes when you get discouraged in it, just think, hey, I got to grind. I got to look. This is my season to learn a lot of the stuff that will get me in trouble down the road.
I hear you.
That's that learning season. There's a lot of stuff to learn when you're going slow. Because now if you jump up there real big, if you do a video and it go viral real fast, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna come your way that you had no idea about.
That's true.
Because you didn't take the time to grind through it to learn those little hiccups.
Right.
And
let me shout out Mod Spot. He's in the house there. He's talking about how he's got to grind his channel out, and I hope you do, sir. Grind your channel out as best you can. Let me put Snuggles668. Snuggles, what's going on? Good to see you. Says, hey, how you been? Information Media Live. And by the way, thank you for education you have been giving on this channel. You're awesome. Thank you. Let me give you a clap. Oh, we got my man. I hope I ain't gonna lie. I hope some of these people that's been coming in lately have been subscribing to the channel.
You are listening to INFOR.
Hey, we got my man Reese is coming in the house here. I'm gonna give him a mod up because he's been following me pretty heavy on the other channel, but I'm gonna give him a mod up. We got Earl Owens, Daryl Long. I'm about to that's my frat brother over there, 06. I'm gonna give you a mod up too, Daryl Long. Thank you for coming over and blessing the channel tonight. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm not talking about politics and any of the stressful kind of stuff. We're just having great conversation about, YouTube and some of the things that we often don't talk about. In some of these spaces, we don't have these kind of conversations. We have other conversations, but we don't really have these frank conversations about stuff like this oftentimes. And I think we should.
Information, man. People could still buy subs. I thought they cut that out 4 years ago. 3 years.
You're actually right, but you'd be surprised what people are still doing.
Yeah,
they're still cutting it out, but you never know what's still going on.
And the reason why I said is because now they are really bogged down on how much money is going to be displayed with monetization, and they gotta know who is who that subscribe to these channels. That's why they get an accurate sub count. Now, if they're able to get around that, just to fool people, say I got this big audience, but when you watch their live streams, it does not reflect enough. Barely 50 people watching. They get 9 people, and you got like 2, 3, 4, 5K subs. You know what I'm saying? And you get this little people. So, and there is glitch when people got a certain amount of sub count and people watch it. And in my opinion, I think they might be doing something, or it could be innocent. Who knows? Yeah.
Let me just remind people before we end this tonight. When YouTube first came on the scene, it was easier to get subscribers. It's harder now because we live in a digital world where we're all trying to get the attention and eyeballs of people who have so many choices. People have the choice of YouTube or TikTok. People have the choice of Twitch, right? People have the choice to watch regular TV. People have the choice to go outside their door or their house and do it. People have so many choices, and they have so many people trying to get their attention. You've got Netflix and all these other streaming services that are trying to get your eyeballs on their screen. So think about it. We are actually trying to compete to get people's attention from all these other platforms that you could be spending your time on. You see how difficult it is? So when you are not getting a lot of views on your videos, or you're getting when you get good views, high views, you should be very happy with that. You want more, of course. You want to be greedy about it. But if you're not getting a lot of views, don't look at it as a failure. You got to remember, we're competing with so many people's attention. People got many choices of what they can look at. Most of you that have been over here tonight, you could be looking at Netflix right now. You see what I'm saying? You're competing with everything. Check this out. When you look at CNN with Don Lemon, do you know that CNN is struggling to get 1 million people watching their primetime program in the evening because more people. Check this out, brother.
Yeah.
They have Don Lemon, when he does his show, and the other guy that was on the show that they end up firing. Do you know that they struggle on CNN to maintain 1 million people watching them in primetime because more people are watching social media than they are television? Why you think all these celebrities in news programs are opening up YouTube channels? They're going digital because they're trying to go where the audience is.
Yeah.
So think about that. If CNN is struggling to get 1 million people watching their primetime news programs because people are watching YouTube, for example, that tells you that this is the place to be. And even if you're going through some growing pains, don't give up. Stick with it, because you never know when you're going to blow up. You can be 1 or 2 videos away from getting a flood of organic subscribers. A flood of organic subscribers because of the content that you're putting out. So with that said, I'm about to end the program tonight. I thank everybody in the chat room. Thank you, Chaos Rain, for coming up, brother. We got Iki in the house. I don't know if I'm saying the brother's name right, but I subscribed to his channel. I want y'all to check him out. I went over to his channel one night. Ike. What's up, everyone? Here showing support. I went over to this brother's show one night. He had, and I'm not trying to embarrass him. There's a reason why I'm saying this. I think he had about 7 or 4 or 6 or whatever amount of people there. It wasn't a lot of people, but this is the point. It didn't matter how many people he had watching him. He kept the same intense energy. So when you go live, it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of people watching in the beginning. Don't be discouraged. Because when you do that live stream, think about who could potentially watch that video after you end your live stream. So maybe you didn't have a lot of people watching you in the beginning, but when that live stream is over, maybe someone discovers the channel and says, hey, I like this person, I'm going to subscribe. So you want to talk and act as if you got 100 people watching you, because you got to think about what that video could potentially do to potential people that may find the video. So I went over to his channel. The brother was singing. The brother was doing his thing, and I enjoyed it. And what I'm saying to you is that's how we all start. We start off with small numbers of people following and supporting us, and we just keep grinding it out, and we grow over time. Don't be discouraged. Look at videos and find out what you can do to tweak what you're doing and improving what you're doing. That's all you got to do. Believe in yourself. YouTube should be fun. It should not be stressful, although it can be stressful when you got people doxing you and playing those type of games and starting drama with you, but you know how it is. Brother O'Shea, any last words before I end it tonight?
All right, my last words is talking about CNN and all those places over there struggling. Here it is. People getting tired of the bull crap that they putting out. Because when you can start seeing that a lot of the stuff they doing, it's just not matching up, or you catch them in a whole bunch of nonsense, people get tired of that. So look, coming over here, if they want their channel to grow over here, they got to look here. I doubt it, but they got to change their format. They got to be a whole lot more honest and upfront and straight up with it. But guess what? They're not gonna do it because they got a lot of sponsors out there to sit there and try to placate to. So with all that being said, look, here's my motto on my page. Look, don't bury your talent.
Don't bury your talent.
Yeah, and I tell you, Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 through 30. You go over there and read that.
Tell the truth.
It's talking about using your talent and burying your talent. Don't bury your talent, because if you bury it, you're gonna lose it.
Oh man, you dropping gems tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all hear that? He telling the truth.
Tell the truth.
All right, man. I love it. I love the truth that you're speaking tonight. Let me say shout out to PE teacher or PE Music TV, saying Info Media. Hey, thank you for coming over here. I appreciate that. Chaos Rain, brother, you take care of yourself, brother. We'll do it again very soon.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So we got the PE Music TV. Thank you for coming over. I respect everybody in the chat room. All the love that you're giving me. We got TC. I love this sister right here. We got TC HBC Queen TV. Thank you for coming over. And I got to give some respect to Sister Winnie, who came over. And she came over from... This is the sister right here. Deaconess Bless K YouTube channel. This is not the name. The name is Deaconess Bless K. Deacons. And she inspired this video tonight, and Winnie is from her channel. So when you have a chance, bless this sister with love on her channel, because she certainly blessed me today when I went over to her channel. Reese, I saw your message, Brother Reese, and you said that you're trying to stop smoking and you want to get more serious about what you're doing on YouTube, and I think that is fantastic. Where is that message that he left me? Don't tell me it's gone. Let me go back down here. I had it on a screen earlier. And let me see right here. Tawana says this: you're blessed and highly favored. Don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. Everybody, don't give up on what you're doing on YouTube. We got Peggy Roster, who's coming over, saying Earl Owens. Earl Owens is a brother in the chat room who's been rocking with me for a very long time. I got nothing but respect for him. Miss Kitchen, Miss K Kitchen, hello to you. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe and then leave me a message on Wednesday. And then I'll come over and, well, I think I'm already subscribed to you already, so I don't think I have to do that. I think you all good already. Yeah, I think it's all good. There was somebody's mess I wanted to read. Oh, we got Indian Expose Investigation. Tell the truth. Yeah, tell the truth. All right.
Tell the truth.
All right. Thank you for coming over, PE Music TV. I appreciate you coming over. Let me see. Laura Tech Time. Thank you for coming over. Laura Tech Time. I'm just a little tired, folks. That's why I'm slurring my words a little bit. I'm just a little tired, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm enjoying this. Make sure y'all check out Ike's channel. Give this brother some love, some respect, and all that good stuff too. Matter of fact, as I had said before, write people's names down. Then you can go over to their channel, subscribe to their channel, and don't comment on their channel until Wednesday. That's the formula, because YouTube, when you do rapid subscribing, when you do rapid subscribing, they'll see you as spam. That's what's going on here. This is why when you go to growth streams, ladies and gentlemen, why you wake up the next day and you've lost all these people. Because you've been rapidly going back and forth, subscribing to tons of people back and forth and repeating the same phrases I said earlier in this stream tonight. For those of you who have come in a little late in the stream, go back and watch this from the very beginning, and I lay it all out step by step. And it should be, hopefully it'll be helpful for you. Okay, we got Blood Dragon in the house. Thank you for being here. All right, Blood Dragon, thank you. Let me see. Tawana says, you remember the race isn't given to the fastest or the strongest, but to the one who can endure until the very end. That's a fact. Let me see here. We have vlog saying it's almost midnight here, but I am happy to meet you all, guys. Thanks. Hey, thank you for being here. Where you are in the world? Are you in Are you in another country? Because the writing looks like it's Arabic at the end of your name. Very interesting. You're welcome here. I'm trying to. That's what I want. I want to get a I want a variety of different people on this. This type of content will solicit people of many different backgrounds. That's what I want. That's the difference with this channel. It's different content, and the content dictates that you are providing value to all different types of people when it comes to content creation. I have a lot of videos, a lot of topics that are coming down the line, folks. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the other topics. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different topics as it relates to content creation that maybe you don't get from the other bigger channels that do this type of content. I'm going to try to carve out a niche for myself that's different. That's what you have to do. Let me say shout out to Dimps Designer. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. You are a mod on the channel. Welcome to the mod squad on this channel. Let me see. I've got an army of mods so that if any of these trolls come in here, we get rid of them. Mr. Mod Spot is saying, hell yeah. Hey, thank you for coming over. Earl Owens. I divorced Netflix 4 years ago. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I got rid of my cable TV, and then I turned around and got YouTube TV. I'm thinking about getting rid of that too, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying, I don't really watch any of this stuff. Why am I spending money on stuff that I'm not watching? You know what I mean? That money can go elsewhere, like gas, because gas is like $6 in California. It's not funny. It makes me want to cry. It makes me very sad. I don't know, folks, but everybody, I got to get out of here. I'll be back live on this channel on Saturday. Well, no, you know what? Oh, I got good news for you. I'm going to be free on Thursday and Friday. So actually, I'm going to do another live stream on this channel. Probably, maybe I'll do one Thursday and then come back strong on Saturday morning. Who knows? Maybe I'll do 3. Maybe I'll do Friday, Saturday. Maybe I'll do Thursday, Friday, and then rest on Saturday. Or maybe I'll do Thursday. Yeah, I got to give the video time to breathe a little bit. So maybe I'll go live on Thursday because I'm going to be free all day Thursday, and then come back with this content on Saturday morning. And then, of course, for those of you who follow me on Information Man Show, that's the hard edge cutting content. I'll be going strong over there Sunday in the afternoon, 2:30 Western time. For those of you, that is the more polarizing content. That's the content that you got to have a strong stomach for, and only the strong can survive over there. Hitting wrong buttons again. I'm just telling you the truth.
Tell the truth.
All right, just telling you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have a strong stomach. All right. Everybody have a great night. Let's get on out of here. Class time is over. Love you all for supporting this channel tonight. And we're going to make it do what we're going to make it do. But I really appreciate you all again. And with that said, let's go.
Take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot. I'll be on my way.
Everybody take care. Have a great night. Have a great weekend.
We can chill for tonight. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. Baby, come take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot. I'll be on my way. Know you going through a lot. Let me come through. We can chill for tonight. I'll be on my way.
I'll see y'all all around the YouTube streets very soon.
I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. Love spending all my nights with you. Lay up on my chest, girl, I got you. Gotta keep it real, I'm all
Tell the truth.
for you. A lot of girls hit me up, but they not you. You know I'm right here all the time, yeah. You know I come through, hit my line, yeah. You know when you ask, ain't no question, ain't no second guessing when I get a message. Baby, gon' take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot, I'll be on my way. Know you going through a lot, let me come through. We can chill for tonight, I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. Baby, gon' take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot, I'll be on my way. You going through a lot, let me come through. We can chill for tonight, I'll be on my way to your cribbo. Tryna roll it up, dropping touches at the sicko. Get that velvet in the trunk. I'm the only one who get you where time we fighting fuss. I'm just tryna link up with you, all I think about is us. Cause I'm always on a flight, see you overnight. I'ma get you right, sipping some slight, pouring bottles with the ice. Baby, you're my type, no, she got me like a vice. Like I waited all my life just for you. Waiting for you. Baby, gon' take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot, I'll be on my way. Know you going through a lot, let me come through. We can chill for tonight, I'll be on my way.
Listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. Baby, gon' take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot, I'll be on my way. Know you going through a lot, let me come through. We can chill for tonight, I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for the great turnout. I appreciate everyone. Everyone in that chat room matters. You matter. You're going to do great things on YouTube. Just believe in yourself. Don't listen to anybody that tells you you can't be successful on YouTube. You start slow. All those. Let me give you a little parable here. A lot of you have heard of someone by the name of Mr. Beast. When Mr. Beast first started on YouTube, people said that he was a horrible YouTuber, that he would never be successful. He struggled and he struggled and he struggled. Mr. Beast is one of the most biggest and most popular YouTubers on YouTube today. He has an exclusive contract with YouTube. The man makes money. He makes very simple. Look at his thumbnails. His thumbnails are very simple and they convey a message to you when you look at them. They compel you to want to click into his videos. This is a man who was much like many of us struggling along to try to get our footing on YouTube. This man is one of the greatest YouTubers in terms of his numbers, his notoriety, and what have you on the YouTube streets. And he started from humble beginnings when people thought he was a nobody. When you look at Marcus Brownie, who has the tech channel, he started off on YouTube as a young man, a young kid. He was a kid. Nobody knew who he was. He didn't have a lot of subs. He wasn't big. He kept at it and kept at it. Now this man, I think he lives in the New Jersey area. This man has a studio, a big giant studio, a big factory studio where he's making all kind of stuff. He's done tours and now he's meeting with people that are wealthy. He's got brand deals up to yin yang. He started as a little kid. He's black and I'm proud of that for him. On YouTube, building up his content. So never say never. You never know. You could be that person. You just have to believe in yourself. With that said, everybody, have a great night. And once again, believe in yourself.
Baby, go and take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot, I'll be on my